book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. All right? See. $15 and 4. Had to have a little private conversation.
For whatsoever.
Come on. We lose volume. All right. Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Hold on, it sound something going on. What's front speakers? Couldn't be mine's on.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
That's why we always use this. We always want to look at, kind of give us a center point. I guess that's why I kind of look at using that a lot of times. So it always kind of allows me to realize the importance when I start to go back through the law. Or when I go back to look at the profitability in it, I can see where it kind of really works for me. So whatsoever things are written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the Scripture might have hope. We talked about patience again as being to go through something without complaint, or to be under care of a physician. Isn't that right? And just so happened Yahuah was a physician. Y'all all right? He said it was going to come to pass. They were going to say, physician, heal thyself. Right? They even told us he saved others. Himself he cannot save. Isn't that right? So we see the need for myself. I work to be a patient on both ends, to have patience and also to be a patient, to be under his care. Make sense? All right. We'll look at Yahuah that they call St. John. Chapter 6 and verse 44. As it get later, you start to see after a while, they're going to be like the book said they're going to have to do. People going to have to flow into it. There's no mistakes. They're getting late. And it's very few people out here speaking a month. Very few. Somebody tweeted me about somebody wanted me to go and watch on YouTube. They say he preaching the truth. Someone want me to check him out. I'm looking at him right now. I don't knock nobody else teaching or preaching, because I know there's other people out here. But I do just like Yahuah did when he found somebody else preaching. And he was speaking the same thing. He told him, leave him alone. He's not against us, then he for us. You don't see where he started to say, man, we need to hook our ministry up. I'm not interested. It's all I can do to get my flow. I just got to get my flock straight first. I look at how much, listen, I look at Yahuah when he kept 2 flocks. Wasn't nothing but a headache to him. And doing him a stretch on. He had them sick, straggly little ones. Then he had to stop feeding the thick ones to get them up. I know what it worked trying to feed all these flocks. You do good to take care of your own. He said how many sleepless nights he had fooling with them things. Yep. He said, boy, at the nighttime, he said, well, murder in the daytime, he done there burned up. Yep. Isn't that trying to fool around and trying to manage his own and keep somebody else? It's all you can do to just take care of what you got. I don't have the energy, the time, nor the desire to try to hook up with nobody else to try to get involved. I'm just not interested. I really go and do a pro-black march with them. So you start dealing with these people, they're going to start dealing with interpretation and other stuff they want to do, they don't want to get away from, you're going to make a mess. Yep. You're going through and you got to tread lightly. You got to understand exactly what you're doing. And it's a growing process. You got to be able to be willing to make those changes. And a lot of times, a lot of preachers not willing to do it. Because that's for all of it, including myself, pride to get in the way. Don't nobody want to look like they don't know what they're doing. Nobody don't want to look like they made a mistake, whether honest or intentional. People don't want to do that. It's just not. So a lot of times you got to deal with a lot of preacher pride, and somebody try to get to talk. Something just been revealed to me. Now they'll throw a book on you. You got to wait. Then you're going to punch him in the nose if he done played you. Because it's going to be one of them things where you're going to get a conversation with him. It's just going to be constantly everybody trying to bounce to see who can throw the most verses off each other. Ain't nobody going to get edified. All going to do is somebody going to get petrified and body slam. So then ain't going to be no edification. It's just being honest. It just do. I tell them, just take care of what you got. Let them keep working. I'm going to work with what I got. And when we all get to where we need to be, we'll come and we'll get together.
That's right.
Ain't no use of trying to hook them up. He told he had other folks, sheep that were not of that fold. So it don't make sense for all of us to try to hook up. I study these people come together try to do don't make sense. Then he said when he come, it's going to be one fold and one shepherd, one ra'ah. Ain't my job to try to put all of them together. That would mean I'm the one ra'ah. He done told me we're going to be separate. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I know that's over their head too, but you know how it is. These guys, members will sit out there and they'll, from their perspective, they'll start thinking how it ought to go and how it ought to work. You can't put all these personalities together.
That's right. That's right.
You'll get a mess.
Yep.
See that Barashit. Let's see, since I'm over here, y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
They call it Genesis. See that 14:1. Barashit. In the beginning. 14:1. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass in the Yamim of Amraphel.
How loud are we trying to get? Try to tone me down just a little bit. Because I elevate anyway, so I don't be too loud already. Listen.
And it came to pass in the Yamim of Amraphel, Malak of Shinar, Arioch, Malak of Elasar.
We're going to turn it down a little bit more, that way I can't hear. I'm trying to. Somebody give me a hearing aid. Not y'all, I'm talking about somebody. Go ahead.
Malak of Elam, and Tadal, Malak of nations. That these made war with Berah, Malak of Sodom, and with Bershah, Malak of Gomorrah, Shinnah, Malak of Anmah, and Shemaber, Malak of Zeboim, and the Malak of Bela, which is Zoar. All these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is the salt sea. 12 years they served Kedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Kedorlaomer and the Malakim that were with him, and smote the Rephaims in Ashtaroth, Kenaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in Sheva, Kirathaim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir, unto El Paran, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to in Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hazan Tamar. And there went out the Malak of Sodom, and the Malak of Gomorrah, and the Malak of Admah, and the Malak of Zeboim, and the Malak of Bela, the same is Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim, with Kedorlaomer, the Malak of Elam, and with Tidal, Malak of nations, and Amraphel, Malak of Shinar, and Arioch, Malak of Elasar, 4 Malakim with 5. And the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the Malakim of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, and fell there.
Hold what you got right now. Pick me up. Well, we'll finish that. See if the 13th chapter. What's the last verse? 27? I'm thinking 27. What's the last verse?
Barashit.
In Barashit.
13 and 18.
Oh, 13 and 18. So take me up to 13 and 11. Where did I get that from? 13, 18. That would have been he walked this whole plane, didn't he? 13, 18, he would have walked the plane to measure it out. Let me see what 13, 11 says. Listen.
Then Lut chose him all the plain of Jordan.
So back me up. Make it 13, 4. Barashit 13 and 4, they call it Genesis. Listen to the book.
The altar, place of the altar, which he had made there at the first, and there Abram called on the name of Yahuah. And Lut also, which went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents.
Y'all see that? Who was that again now?
And Lut also, which went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents.
What happened?
And the land was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together.
What happened?
For their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a strife between the herdmen of Abram's cattle and the herdmen of Lut's cattle.
What happened?
And the Canaanite and the Perizzite dwelled then in the land. Be Akim.
Yeah, we
Is
be
not the whole
brothers.
land before thee?
Mm-hmm.
Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me.
You said let's stay together so that because the church got to grow.
Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right.
You said two saved people ought to be able to stay together and do what now? Man, you confusing me.
Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me.
Uh-huh.
If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right.
Yeah.
Or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left.
Yeah, that? He just told him to go. Now, this two saved people. There's two people right here that both left from his Abba's house. And these two people got here and they both got hurt. They both got herdsmen and they got flock. Now, tell me why they couldn't work together. So let me guess. That means they weren't saved. As you call it, they weren't saved. That means they weren't living right, correct? Because you living right, you ought to be able to stay together and dwell together. That's the exact reason why you can't put all these different preachers together, because you get these members together, these member mind ain't right, it's going to be a strife, it's going to be a mess, and every shepherd going to make sure he's going to take care of his own sheep. Yep. Now, the same thing, even when it came down to Jacob, they called Jacob. That the same thing happened while they came out of him. They felt like he didn't take care of their sheep. Yep. He going to look after his own before he look after anybody else's. Yeah. That's the same thing Yahushua going to do. He going to look after his sheep before he look at anybody else's. Y'all got it? See, a lot of times people will say things from, and I don't know for whatever reason I said that, because you'll get members and people from Twitter and everybody start talking. One thing I tell people and I advise you on, if you're not a leader, it's best that you sit back and just view it from the way you do it and keep your opinion to yourself. Because if you actually had something that was valuable and valuable, you ain't going to believe it. You will be up here with the pen. You'll be leading some other congregation somewhere. I know someone thinking, I could. Does it make sense that you bear the ability to lead people and he ain't smart enough to put you where you're supposed to be? No sense. You're in your position because you're not smart enough to lead people. Just like this just showed. This, what we're going to say, Luke wasn't right? Luke was the only man he found righteous when he came into the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Only man he found right. We know Abraham was righteous. Why couldn't they work together? Remember, whatever reason, I get them in here, people be thinking, I just can't understand. I know sheep. That's why you don't let sheep lead sheep. You don't let sheep lead sheep. You're going to mess up. Every time he found sheep, didn't have no shepherd, you know what he did? He told every man to return back to his house. He ain't told no sheep to rise up from among no flock and start leading them. He told everyone, he said, these have no master. Everyone will return back to their house. They did the same thing when they came to Yahushua. After the scripture told you, if you smite the shepherds, the sheep were going to scatter. That's where they got it from. It was already written in your law. I just put I know people talk, people tweet, people think in their mind. Believe me, you're really not where you think you ought to be. Now when you start trying to take on, it come down to people, and you start dealing with people's soul, you start dealing with people's opinion, because people feel like they're raw, just like y'all. If y'all feel like somebody offended me, you would be offended. But they might have offended me in a way where I needed it. And now you done took it personal, and now you done sit here and now you done jeopardize your salvation. You never did see, well, if you pay attention, you never did see where Abraham and Luke had no issue. But you know, they realized it's going to be an issue if your people keep messing with mine. We're going to have a problem, though. Though he looked at it, don't make sense. We're going to have a problem. Because I'm going to be partial to mine, you're going to be partial to yours. We're going to wind up having a problem. You never saw where they locked up and went into no wall and fell over into no pasture nowhere. It was just their sheep and their herdsmen. But it's going to be a problem because these are my ministers. It's going to be a problem because these are my sheep. It's just like Dawood said. Listen, I'm keeping my other sheep. And I ain't finna let no band no lion come take one of these. I'm going to smote them. Yeah. That's the same thing they're going to look at. I'm not letting you take no sheep from their fold. Yeah. See, but now, you got to be able to understand and realize That's how you know how you got to operate when you're dealing with people. See, you got to know your people. Somebody else, you let the wrong person, they get in, they'll think they putting down something, man, I'm correcting these people. When I do it, it's different. You got to know your people. You got to know what your people can handle. You let somebody jump up with the wrong sword on your people. I remember one time, I remember years ago, first started preaching, and one of the ministers wanted to go out because I went out. Did a very fine job, just skill. And he fell up in the church. They had some Christmas stuff in there. And he had a good little message going, too. He decided he was going to jump out and left topic. Decided to deal with their Christmas stuff. Man, that thing, I was sitting out reading, I looked and said to myself, uh-oh. That joker said, man, it's just like if the Lord done told me it wrong to have a fruit basket on my house head. It like them criminals, and I got on my head. That pastor said, I got a fruit basket on my head. He kept talking. He said, brother, I got a fruit basket on my head. I said, man, he said, man, go ahead and cut that message off, man. This man ain't finna let you teach that stuff to my, that joker nutter. He couldn't defend himself. It was a flat, listen, that joker whole rule about that big. Oh, it hurt him. That joker let him have it, too. He gave it to him real good. I tried to step in a little bit, try to help him, but I ain't want because it wasn't my, I was just there with him. And it kept, my pastor had to preach a whole message on how to dig him out the slump. Oh, that thing killed him bad. But see, he didn't realize you had went in somebody else's house. You can't go in nobody's house, but you got to be real skilled when you're dealing with people. And a lot of times people will try stuff and they'll say, this is where, you can't do what I do. You got to know your target audience. And you got to be ready to defend whatever statement you make. Y'all got it? But see, a lot of times people don't. They'll assume it can be right, but you can be outside the season. Just being honest, you just got to understand when you're dealing with people and you're trying to grow people, you got to be smart. You can't mix everybody in together. Every preacher style don't coordinate and work together. You got to get people to understand what you try. You know, years ago, I remember first time I went and I preached. I went to a country church and the preacher brought me in the back. They were all old men. They were just watching me too, asking me a bunch of questions. And I felt like, why are these jokers trying to check me? But, you know, as you realize why. They want to make sure I won't forget them to do nothing stupid. I said, why they bring? And then preacher would talk with you and kind of let you know where they people. I was like myself, why they telling me about where people at? You know what I'm saying? It's the word. I'm putting the word out there, the word. But then you kind of understand you gotta get a grasp and know where your people at. Because you come out there with something and you ain't did no good. It could be true what you spoke, but you spoke to some people that didn't understand what you said. Then you became ineffective because you didn't get no change. So a lot of times I don't learn over the course of time stuff you do, you can be real ineffective. And that's what a lot of people don't know. You'll put somebody that's ineffective in there and mix in your group for the sake of all of us just need to get together and work together. That's not mine. I work with any of these preachers out here that want to move for the changing and the growth of our people out here in society. I don't want to work with none of them if it come down to teaching these people because I got to know where you at. I can't afford for you to mess up. No, I don't need you to preach no weak message and somebody here already got straggling fence done went butt naked. It's just being honest. I need to know where you at. I need to know what you know. I need to know where you trying to go. You got me? And where your love at for people. Otherwise, we ain't got nothing we can do together. I know how we can get that money. Have a good day. That's just being honest. But like what I'm telling y'all for the reason I'm telling y'all. So people having their mind. How many of y'all feel like though y'all have felt like a lot of us these preachers we all better get together? Be honest. There ain't nobody felt like that. You say, well, how many of y'all need hearing aids? How many of y'all heard me the first time? So what were these people doing just now? Now, I was saying how many of you have felt that preachers ought to be able to work together? All these preachers ought to be able to get together and work together. See, a lot of y'all have felt. Now, hearing this, had it made kind of a different, shed a different light on it? I mean, it's good. It would be good if all of us to get it. Even Harun said, Daoud said about how good and pleasant it was for our key to dwell together. What was again? In unity. He did. It would be Taoud, but just be honest with you. Got to get people to be honest. Got to get people willing to humble themselves. Man, listen, the worst thing for a preacher is to be wrong. We don't get the opportunity y'all get. We don't get that forgiveness. We don't get that, brother honest. We don't get that we got to be fair. We don't get it. We go straight to hell. You get screw up regular, always get stuff wrong, regularly screw up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't honest at all. We don't get one time. That'd be it. One time you lose your home ministry. So we had to work on those kind of work on them type of conditions. You got to work on that kind of strictness of it. You got to understand why a person stands where I stand, why I do what I do. Well, I got to fight and talk about other preachers. I don't as much as I use. I pretty much, that's what people know, but running preachers, Smith find he going to get them. And the reason why I had to do that, because everybody, the most common thing for people is to say, all preachers are false. All preachers sleep around. All preachers lie. All preachers steal. So you got to come out at everybody. It don't grow you by doing it, but you got to spend so much time just trying to defend you being there and trying to separate yourself from everybody else. See what I'm saying? You have to do that. But a lot of stuff y'all don't know. You just don't know. I guess, I don't know, why am I explaining all this? Because a lot of stuff people don't know. You have to listen. You have to weigh a lot of stuff, take a lot of stuff, act like a lot of stuff don't. You got to forgive people when the rest of you don't forgive nobody. It's just being honest. You got to overlook it. You got to do a lot of stuff you got to do. You got to bear along with, take the short end of doing it simply because of what position you hold. You guys won't take nothing except from the preacher. I ain't talking about taking no bad. You'll take from like lie, cheat, and steal and manipulate from the preacher. That is, you make it hard. People are responsible in some cases, not blame all of it, on why you got so many rotten preachers. Because a lot of preachers just look at you guys, and I'm saying you, I'm talking about people all over, not just you in this room, and they just say, hey, if you people can be saying do what you do, then I'm going to do what I want to do. The preacher, listen, let's talk about some of these preachers. Eddie Long, homosexual, sleep with boys. How many members of his congregation slept with boys? Zachary Tim died sniffing cocaine. How many members of his congregation snorted cocaine? You're exactly right. But nobody talked about him. They talk about Zachary Tim and Eddie Long. I'm not defending these guys by any means. But just understand, you have more of the people sitting around doing wrong than the preacher. And when you get these rotten apple preachers that you get out of him, you wind up putting the light on more of us saying, all of us together. Now, we got to spend time for those that are not. Now, we got to try to defend ourselves. We got to come out swinging because we don't want to be categorized with these guys. But then we got to look at, what about the members in the church? What about the members that were privy to it? That sold it to him. They used it with him. Nobody talk about that either. People don't realize what kind of job. People want this job for a paycheck. You don't want to live it, though. You don't want to suffer with it. Y'all make it hard for people. People are the reason why a lot of these preachers are rotten today. Now, I myself would never use you for a justification why. When I say you, again, not talking about just the congregation. We're talking about people abroad, everywhere. I don't use people for no justification for me committing no sin. It's just right to live right. It's just wrong to live wrong. But you still got to look at the people. The people are also, the people don't have no mind they want to be saved. Let's see some 33, what's that, 33:30? Your cars are called, they call Ezekiel. I don't know why we talk about this for whatever reason. Your cars get called. I'm sorry, your cars are called. It says 33 and 30. Listen to the book.
Also, thy Ben of Ish,
What happened?
the Beni of thy arm, still are talking against thee by the walls.
You said talking you up doing what now?
Against thee
That's
by
all
the
they
walls.
doing. What you think, man, working? And he said they still talking against you. What happened?
And in the doors of the houses.
In the doors of the houses. What happened?
And speak one to another,
Saying what happened?
every one to his Aki, saying,
What did they say?
Come, I pull all you and hear what is the debar that cometh forth from Yahuah.
What happened?
And they come unto thee,
And
the arm cometh, and they sit before thee as my arm,
what do?
and they hear thy dabarim.
They hear that what now?
Dabarim.
They hear that what?
Dabarim.
And they do what?
But they will not do them.
What you think they do for? What do you think they do for a preacher? You know that when you come and you speak before the people you come and talk to been running you down. Before you get there, you got to hear this. They've been running me down. When? Oh, when they be at home. When they stand there. That's when they had to come and work in. You mean to tell me these people that I give my money, my time to, my love, my care, my palaver to, have been talking against me? Where? In their houses. And what do?
For with their mouth,
They do what?
shew much love.
I just want to tell you how much I love you and I appreciate you. Pastor. But what do?
But with their heart,
They do what?
goeth after their covetousness.
That's exactly what they do. Listen what they do.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song,
And
one that hath a pleasant voice,
that can do what?
and can play well on an instrument.
Tell me what happened.
For they hear thy dabarim,
And they do what now?
but they do them not.
See that? You get through preaching and teaching and expounding to people how they ought to walk and what they ought to do. Hold what you got real good. Hit me up at 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 at verse 1. Man, we done took a whole twist and turn. It's tight, man. People don't realize what you do. You know what? They make preachers quit. People make preachers right. They do is just make them right. Oh, you'll help add to people being right. Why a woman would go to church, we won't have one, and would wear a skirt with no panties on and sit on the front row.
That's right.
Why wouldn't somebody take her and choke her out right
That's
there?
right.
He shouldn't be looking. Why would you want to have sex with your pastor?
That's right.
What would enter your mind and say, I'm going to go to church Sunday, ain't going to wear no panties, I'm going to sit on the front row and hold my leg.
Just the devil.
What's your intent? Zachary, what's your intent? These people will sit here and literally target a man and make him try to fall. No justification for these rotten preachers now. But the fact that people don't realize the people that influence them.
That's right.
The people that keep showing up when they're doing wrong. The people are just as dangerous.
That's right. That's
The
right.
people are just as dangerous, these rotten preachers. Because you can stop it. All you do is start showing us, start supporting it, start watching, start listening to them. Start giving to it. Stop being privy to it. Listen to the book.
Furthermore, then we beseech you, Akim,
We do what now?
we beseech you, and exhort you by the Adoni Yahusha, that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk,
So that you can do what?
and to please Elohim,
So you would do what?
so ye would abound more and more.
For what did they know?
For ye know what commandments we gave you
How did we get it?
by Yahusha.
Yeah.
For this is the will of Elohim,
Even your what?
your consecration,
That you should do what?
abstain from fornication,
How many of them, Brandon?
that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel
And?
in consecration and honor,
And not in what?
not in the lust of concupiscence,
Yeah.
even as the Gentiles
Who
which
do
know
what?
not Elohim.
So somebody that don't, so now we look at when you commit certain acts and deeds, these are equivalent to Gentile. No self-respecting Yehudi will ever want to be judged or called a Gentile. Never. That's an insult. I tell a man, he walk like that, say, man, you walk like that, how faggot walk. Because you know why he going to do that? Because he don't want nobody to think he no faggot. He just told me certain behaviors that I would do, I would commit, would be equivalent to somebody that didn't even have the knowledge of Elohim. So guess what I would do? I would stop doing it. I wouldn't want nobody to ever judge me as one or count me as one. I would always want my behavior to be accounted as one that kept the behavior of a Yehudi. Make sense? Let's see something. In the 4th chapter of the book of, matter of fact, finish that what you got, your cause are called 33 and, well, no, just hold it. Don't worry, we'll come back and see it. Your Ukanan they call John, chapter 4. Ukanan, chapter 4. Let's say 4 and 1. They call it John. Listen to the book. Yahuah, they call St. John, chapter 4, verse 1. Listen to the book.
When therefore the Adoni knew how the Pharisees had heard that Yahusha made and immersed more Methodist than Yahuah,
Yeah.
though Yahusha himself immersed not, but his Methodist,
Yeah.
he left Yehuda and departed again unto Galilee.
What happened?
And he must needs go through Samaria.
He said he had to go through them. What happened?
Then cometh he to a city of Samaria,
Then do what happened?
which is called Sychar,
Yeah.
near the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his ben Yahusuf.
Listen.
Now Jacob's well was there. Yahusha, therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well.
What happened?
And it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a Ashah of Samaria to draw Mayim. Yahusha saith unto her,
What did he say?
Give me to drink.
What happened?
For his Methodists were gone away unto the city to buy meat.
What happened?
Then saith the Ashah of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Yehudi, askest drink of me, which am a Ashah of Samaria?
See, that's the way he looked at. She looked at. Why? Tell me what was the problem.
For the Yahudim have no dealings with the Samaritans.
Who was that again?
For the Yahudim have no dealings with the Samaritans.
Exactly how it was. We just didn't want nothing to do with them. We just didn't want nothing to do with them. See, people even started to pick up our light behaviors.
Yeah.
And realize it's just certain things we just didn't do. So we didn't want anything that would cause us or would even look like remotely that we would even be caught into a behavior that would be similar to or anything like them. Y'all got me? You know how you had to look at it today? If somebody say the things you do of what sinners do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
That's how we looked at it.
That's right.
Anybody that didn't know Elohim, you got to commit sin.
That's right.
He told us not in lust of concupiscence, even at the Gentile that don't know Elohim. So when you don't know Elohim, that means you don't have no law, no instruction. You don't have no law and instruction, you'll do anything. Yeah. And the sad part is there is an Elohim and there is instruction. So we would definitely want to carry ourselves as somebody that would be without an Elohim and without instruction. Right? So then there are certain things we start to look for. People watch for certain things among us. So we start to make changes. Y'all all right? Let's see what happened in the 2nd chapter of the book of Galatians. Galatians chapter 2. Mm-hmm. Listen to the book.
Then 14 years
This is
after
Galatians chapter 2 at verse 1. Then 14 years.
after I went up again to Jerusalem with Barnabas,
Yeah.
and took Titus with me also, and I went up by Chazun and communicated unto them that debar which I preach among the Gentiles.
So it was revealed unto him he had a vision to go out to sin. A vision came and told him to go out. You know, he had a preacher years ago used to go out and tell people that everybody Johnson and Randolph Good, they told everybody you had to come see them and get the right hand of fellowship. Oh, he tell you, listen, they told it. He said, lest you run in vain. So you had to do the same thing. You had to come back and see him. He said, you had to, listen, that was a message. Tell everybody in there, let you know. Listen, you go out to meet them jokers, you say you come to me, you say I'm so brother, son, preacher, son. They said, when you come at the night, they're here, so we'll get the right hand of fellowship. You just come to see him, shake their hand. They let you know you can't, you had to come see me so you get the right hand of fellowship. They had to sign off on everything you preaching. That was their mind. You know how you tell them? I said, I do just like Shaul would do. As soon as he showed me, I'll come.
That's right. That's right.
I said, the only problem I got with preachers that were going up there. Did he tell you to go?
Right.
Because he said he went up by Kazoo. He didn't go up on his own.
That's right.
I said, folk be running doing stuff. Nobody paid attention to what he said.
That's right.
He said he went up by Kazoo. I said, as soon as he showed it to me, I'll come see you.
That's right.
Wouldn't make sense to go before then.
That's right.
Man, they be moving so fast, they make a mess out of this stuff every time.
Mess.
It sound good to them. Listen to the book.
But privately to them which were of reputation,
That's what happened.
lest by any means I should run or had run in vain.
See that? That's what you want. He wanted to check it out. Yahuah made him go up there. I want you to get that thing certified. Listen.
But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised.
See that? Ain't that something? He was a Greek. It didn't compel him. He didn't want to do it. What happened?
And that because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out our liberty, which we have in Mashiach Yahusha, that they might bring us into bondage, to whom we gave place by subjection, no, not for an hour,
What happened?
that the amat of the debar might continue with you. But of these who seem to be somewhat, whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me.
What happened?
Elohim accepteth no man's person.
What happened?
For they who seemed to be somewhat in conference added nothing to me.
Listen.
But contrariwise, when they saw that the debar of the uncircumcision was committed unto me, as the debar of the circumcision was unto Kaf, for he that wrought effectually in Kaf to the apostleship
Hold on,
of the...
can you tell me again about what it was that they saw was in him again, please, sir? What did they
But
say?
contrariwise, when they saw that the debar...
He said they add nothing to him. They did absolutely nothing for me, and I didn't pay them joker no attention. He said, but contrary, why anything, they took some away. If you didn't add nothing, contrary, why would be you had it took some away, really. Even fooling with you. This time I can't get back. Tell me what they saw, though.
When they saw that the debar of the uncircumcision was
what?
committed unto me,
Tell me what happened.
as the debar of the circumcision was unto Kaf.
What did they do?
For he that wrought effectually in Kaf to
See,
the apostleship
See that the same one that worked in him to the apostleship, what did he do?
of the circumcision,
Of the circumcision.
the same was mighty in me toward the Gentiles.
What did they do?
And when Yaakov, Kaf, and Yahuchanan, who seemed to be pillars,
Yeah.
perceived the khan that was given unto me,
What did they do?
they gave to me and Barnabas the right hands of fellowship.
So now you can see why Titus one moved to try to get circumcised. He knew what he had was just right of what they had.
That's right.
See, if you paid attention earlier, he told he wasn't compelled to do it. He looked at he wasn't finna sling out nothing, nobody finna put no sharp stone and no knife to it. He had already been circumcised. Circumcision was of the heart. And he just told you what his ministry was. See, they were stripping it. They were trying to look at a Gentile and make sure he's preaching the same thing. But they preaching that circumcision. Y'all all right? He said he had a ministry that was to the uncircumcised. Because that's how Abraham got the covenant of circumcision, when he was in uncircumcision. So he said the ministry he gave. See, these law, that's why I can't mix it with all these folks. They want me to go mix with all these people. They ain't got no understanding.
Right.
Because they should be asking themselves, why would a Gentile want to be circumcised? He just told you he was a Greek. He didn't tell you he was a Yehudi. He was trying to tell you he was a Gentile. Y'all all right? And he said he wasn't compelled to be circumcised. Then he just told you when Cuff them heard, they said the same thing that were working in them to the circumcision, because their doctrine was only to the circumcision. It was not to the Gentile. He said they saw mine was strong too. You know what they saw here when they were talking? They were bouncing. That thing was bouncing. Same thing. And that's why he could stand on it. You know how many officers we sit here and somebody come with something else, they'll throw you in this thing, you know, you'll put down everything you believe. Let's see what happens. Listen.
That we should go unto the heathen, and they unto the circumcision.
See that? To the heathen. Unculture-minded people. Is you go to them and they're going to keep going to the Yehudi. Listen.
Only they would that we should remember the poor.
What happened?
The same which I also was for to do.
You know what he said? Still bouncing. You ain't told me nothing ain't already for to do. Listen.
But when Kaf was come to Antioch,
What happened?
I withstood him to the face.
Why?
Because he was to be blamed.
Listen.
For before that certain came from Yaakov,
What
he
happened?
did eat with the Gentiles.
Yeah.
But when they were come, he withdrew and separated himself,
Yes.
fearing them which were of the circumcision.
That's right. 'Cause he looked that way in ministry with too. He ministered to those that were uncircumcised. He ministered, I'm sorry, to those that were circumcised. Now you sitting down with people that's not circumcised. Now the people that come along that are circumcised are going to see you saying even these people, and they're going to be watching you trying to figure what you're doing. Listen.
And the other Yahudim dissembled likewise with him.
Not only that, they're going, why wouldn't you follow him? He the leader. Why wouldn't you follow your leader? Here's a man got the key that just jumped up when some more Yehudi came in. He got away from him. What you look like still sitting there? Or you going to correct your pastor? He said they did the same thing. Listen what happened.
Insomuch that Barnabas also was carried away with their dissimulation.
What happened?
But when I saw that they walked not uprightly, according to the amat of the debar,
What did you do?
I said unto Kaf before them all.
You said any one of y'all brother can get up and straighten him out.
I said unto Kaf before them all.
Gonna make sense. I got the same thing he got. We on the same level. Gonna make sense. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Not no member. What happened?
If thou, being a Yehudi, livest after the manner of Gentiles,
Yo, this is a striker man. That cutter man. You're a Yehudi. Now you're gonna live after the manner of the people you got up, and this was good for him because he got up for them. Because you know how we look at them. These are dogs. These are heathen. And somebody gonna say I'm living like a dog and a heathen? Tell me what's going to happen.
And not as do the Yahudim.
And not like the Yahudim.
Why compellest thou the Gentiles to live as do the Yahudim?
That man had to sit back to consider. I don't ever want to be considered as somebody that live like one of them. I don't ever want to be considered nobody that deal and do like they do. He said, and you trying to compel them to be like you, and you living like how they would live. You're acting the way they were acting. You trying to compel them to be like us. Listen.
We who are Yahudim by nature,
Listen.
and not sinners of the Gentiles.
You see what he said? He said, we by nature. What do we say nature do? Determine her to do. Determined to do. That's already nature. That already done put us in a course or something. Isn't that right? And not as the Gentiles. What happened? What did he say? We that are Yehudi by nature and not as who?
And not sinners of the Gentiles.
Say, not sinners of the Gentiles. Listen.
Knowing that an ish is not justified by the works of the law.
He said, knowing that an ish is not justified by the works of the law.
But by the amunah of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Said, but by the faith of Yahushua HaMashiach. What happened?
Even we have believed in Yahushua HaMashiach, that
Yeah.
we might be justified by the amunah of Mashiach,
Listen.
and not by the works of the law.
Listen
For
what
by
happened.
the works of the law shall no flesh be justified.
Y'all hear that? His whole withdrawing from them because they weren't circumcised. But they had heard the same truth that they believed. So he started telling them what we've been established upon, trying to show them that no man ain't going to be justified by the works of the law. So when we come along, we start looking at our premises of why we keep the law and how the law is instilled. That's why we got to do a real careful walk when we're going through him. Because it's easy to get lost and displaced going through him. It's easy to have it right. And this man, we know he had it right. The man gave him the keys to the Malkut. Isn't that right? Still, though, he had to get some correction. So we don't never get above reproach or get above correction, do we? Can you imagine the man with the keys got to get corrected? And none of us above reproach. None of us above correction, are we? But see, you get people and they got their mindset, ain't nobody going to tell them what to do. They the chief, they the head. It can be dangerous. It just get dangerous. So you got to have a balance in them. Y'all all right? And even with that, you can even see when he went up, and he went up to cuff, and Yahuah and them, and these are strong men. He said they were pillars. But one of them got off, and you ain't going to believe what happened. One of his ministers got off. He said even Barnabas got off. See, and everybody want all these preachers and all these congregations to hook up together. He said some other people got off from watching it. Y'all okay with this? I'm just looking at what's going on. These are two men said they got the same thing, Dave, and now somebody done got off and said that he done led somebody done got them off. That's how careful you got to be when you start mixing people together.
That's right. That's right.
That's how careful you got to be, how wise you got to be when you mix the people together. Of course, you would never discover this. You would have no reason to even look for nothing like that. Because in your heart, God will be moving. Speak, Lord, speak to me. Y'all all right? They had to come along and try to teach this man something. They both helped each other. He signed out to confirm him on what he had, and he didn't move from it. And he was to come along and establish him even more. I'm not for him. And let him see, no man ain't going to be justified by the works of the law, but by amunah. Isn't that right? Which is faith. Listen to the book.
But if, while we seek to be justified by Mashiach,
What happened?
we ourselves also are found sinners,
Yeah.
is therefore Mashiach the minister of sin?
I'm just trying to make sure now. He said, no man going to be justified by the works of the law. He said, but if while we seek to be justified, if we ourselves also found, what was that again?
Are found sinners.
I wonder how you're going to be a sinner. Who know how you're going to be a sinner? Huh? So the law ain't went nowhere. He just told us about being justified by amunah, which is faith. But then he just said that we found sinners. Only you're going to get sin, you're going to have law.
Yeah.
That's what sin is. It's a transgression of the law. See how you got to be so careful when you're walking through him? That's why he told you receive of us. You didn't believe it. How you ought to walk so you can please Elohim. So you would abound more and more. Isn't that right? He said, because you ain't going to believe what he said. What was that? Commandment. He said, you know what you said? He know what faith we gave you? Commandments we gave you. Isn't that right? Let me finish it up. What happened?
Elohim forbid. For if I build again the things which I destroyed,
What happened?
I make myself a transgressor.
That's what we start looking at. He had tore down that wall. He tore down that middle wall of petition. And now he had went to put it back up. See, what people didn't realize for us, you know, when we were given Jerusalem, you know what we had to do? We built a wall. We built the wall. That wall was for our protection and to keep us separated. So now when Yahushua came on the scene, we wound up seeing somebody that came and tore down the middle wall of petition. So you'll wonder why Jerusalem would have been destroyed. And you'd wonder why Gentiles had came and inhabited it. Because the wall was down. See, when the wall came down, that allowed the Gentiles to get in. You ain't going to believe what happened. When he tore down the middle wall petition for us, that allowed the Gentile to get in. But see, the only way you were going to understand it was through the law. Or let me say by the law. How that wall had to be torn down. There's a lot of phobias and hysterias that was set up through the law. Y'all all right? So it was needful that we understood the Sadiq of Amunah, which is the righteousness of faith. Y'all got me? It's that important for us. Let's look at something. That fourth chapter again of the book of Yahuah. 4 and 20. Make it 4 and 19. Listen to the book. Yahuah, they call it John 4 and 19. Listen to the book.
The Ashah saith unto him,
The Ashah, the woman said unto him,
Sir, I perceive that thou art a Nabi.
What happened?
Our Abbas worshipped in this mountain.
Y'all hear this? What happened?
Our Abbas worshipped in this mountain.
Tell me what has happened.
And ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where Anashim ought to worship.
What happened?
Yahushua saith unto her,
What did he tell her?
Ashah, believe me, the hour cometh, when ye shall neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem, worship the Abba.
Listen.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Pay attention. You said what now?
Ye worship,
You do what?
ye know not what.
Tell me what happened, son.
We know what we worship,
Tell them why, son.
for salvation is of the Yahudim.
But tell them what happened.
But the hour cometh,
But the hour coming.
and now is, when the Amat worshippers shall worship the Abba in Ruach and in Amat.
Yeah.
For the Abba seeketh such to worship him.
Listen.
Elohim is a Ruach,
And what happened?
and they that worship him must worship him in Ruach and in Amat.
Yeah.
The Ashah saith unto him,
What did she say?
I know that Mashiach cometh, which is called,
Well, she said the Christ. Right?
which is called Christ.
Well, in the Greek would have been Christos. I don't know what they would call him in Samaria. Because Samaria would have actually had our writing.
Right.
So there's a Samaritan book. So I want to say it would be safe to say that they called him a Christ, but not Samaritan. That would have gotten our book and had been taught by our Kohan. It would not have been safe to believe that they would actually use Christ unless they've been under domination of the Greeks as we are, which they would have used Christos. Means to rub with oil. That's what it means. Christos means that we use the anointed one. The Greeks said to rub with oil.
Right.
Greeks like to look, they love to rub people with oil.
Yep.
Even themselves. Isn't that right? Listen to the book.
When he is come, he will tell us all things.
Yeah.
Yahushua saith unto her, I that speak unto thee am he.
Yeah.
And upon this came his Methodist, and marveled that he talked with the Ashah. Yet no each said, What seekest thou?
That's
Or,
good. What happened?
or why talkest thou with her?
Yeah.
The Ashah then left her water pot and went her way unto the city, and saith unto the Anashim,
What happened?
Come see a Ish, which told me all things that ever I did.
What happened?
Is not this the Mashiach?
That's good. Back me up at about verse 17 of that book, 4 and 17. Listen.
The Ashah answered and said, I have no husband.
At verse 15, 4 and 15.
The Ashah saith unto him, Sir, give me this ma'im.
Give me this what?
This ma'im,
That what happened?
that I thirst not,
Listen.
neither come hither to draw.
Listen.
Yahushua saith unto her, Go, call thy husband, and come hither.
What happened?
The Ashah answered and said, I have no husband.
And what happened?
Yahushua saith unto her, Thou hast well said,
Why?
I have no husband.
Why?
For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband.
Ain't
And
get
that
woman.
sayest thou truly.
See that? Woman told the truth then. But she ain't getting nothing. She's a Gentile to us. He told them to enter these cities of Gentiles, don't even enter in.
That's right.
He told them when they go, you believe what he told them to do at 10 and 5. Mata Yahuah. Mata Yahuah, chapter 10 at verse 5. Listen to the book.
These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying,
Do what?
Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not,
But listen what happened.
but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Yasharal.
And when you do what?
And as ye go, preach, saying, The Malkuth of Shamayim is at hand.
What else you want me to do?
Heal the sick,
Do
cleanse
what?
the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
That's all I want to know. Then that woman asked for some water. Did he give it to her?
Nope.
He didn't give it to her either.
Nope.
Did he give it to her? Should have gave it to her. She asked for it. Should have gave it to her. And people say he disobeyed his own doctrine. He didn't. He told you where he was trying to go. But he had to go through Samaria. He didn't tell him to go through there. He didn't tell him to go there and do no preaching. Y'all all right? It wasn't time. It wasn't time for her to get no water. At 7:37, Yahuah. Yahuah. St. John, they'll call it. 7:37. Yahuah, St. John, they'll call it, chapter 7, verse 37. Listen to the book.
In that last yom, that great yom of the Muad'Di,
What happened?
Yahushua stood and cried, saying,
What
If
happened?
any east thirst, let him come unto me and drink.
Listen.
He that believeth on me,
How?
as the scripture hath said,
Tell him what's going to happen.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of
Y'all hear
Maim,
what's happening? He that believeth on me, as the scripture.
has said,
He that believeth on me,
as the scripture has said,
tell him what's going to happen.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of Maim.
But what was he talking about?
But this spake he of the Ruach,
Which they,
that believe on him should receive.
it wasn't time for her to get no water. She told him she perceived that he was a Nabal. It just wasn't time for her to get it. He was already setting precedent for him to get it. She asked him for some water. She never thirsted. The only one she could be getting is the Ruach. He told her he could give her some. He said, I can give you some Ma'in. If you drink of this, you'll never thirst again. But that's the same thing he just gave us at the Muad'Di. At the Muad'Di, he just told us that he was going to give us, he that believeth on him as the Ruach, as the scripture have said, out of his belly going to flow rivers of living water. But this spake he of the Ruach, which they that believe on him should receive. But the Ruach was not yet given because that Yahushua HaMashiach had not yet been glorified. It doesn't make sense to give it to him. Nobody hadn't got it.
That's right.
But it made sense for him to tell us about it first.
That's right.
Then he told it to a Gentile.
That's right.
She asked for it. And she told him, I proceeded out of Nabal. I proceeded. And then when she went to the city, she told him to come see her each. They told her all things she had ever done. Is this not the Mashiach?
That's right.
She had to believe it. It wasn't time for her to get it, though. Y'all all right? So we were seeing precedent where the Gentile were going to wind up being heirs with us. He told her. I don't know what we're going to do. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
These are barriers that were getting broken down and stereotypes. Even when they watched him sitting there, they looked at, why would he be sitting down and talking to her? Wouldn't make sense. All this came up to teach us some phobias and hysteria. Then he came down and tore it down for us.
Yeah.
Start looking at things by nature. Looking at grafting things in. Look at us. Everything we were taught about, even with the clothing, what we taught about these clothes?
No mixing.
What happened? No weaving, interweaving together. And then you've been interweaved. You've been interweaved. Some of them Moabites, Hittites, Amorite, all these you were taught again. You were taught to hate them and destroy them and kill them. And you find out you won. Huh? Let's see what happened. Pick me up at the 16th chapter of the book of Yahuah, that they call Ezekiel. See, that's 16 and 1. Why? See, that's 16 and 1. I have no imagination of how many things don't work to get you him. I have no mind of how this man worked things to get you him. I have no idea. Just actually no idea. Listen to the book.
Again, the debar of Yahuah came unto me.
This is the word. It came unto him saying what?
Saying, Ben of Ish, calls Jerusalem to know her abominations.
He wanted Jerusalem?
To know her abominations.
Who would dwell in Jerusalem? The Yahudim. Yahudim. And Yasharal. They would dwell there as well. Y'all all right? Listen.
And say, Thus saith Yahuah Elohim unto Jerusalem.
What do you say to Jerusalem?
Thy birth and thy nativity
is
of the land of Canaan. Thy Abba was an Amorite.
Hold on, what you say?
Thy Abba was an Amorite, and thy mother an Hittite.
That's tight. You're telling Jerusalem this? You're telling Jerusalem about Gentiles? Their nativity, where they come from? That's tight. That's tight. People don't want to look at themselves like that. It's important to go back and look at where you came from. It's important to look at that so you don't forget. It's kind of like what the church did years ago. When people be in the church so long, they forget that they used to drink. It stank to death when they stopped. It stank when they were drinking it. Weed didn't stink, cocaine didn't stink. They see one woman, she looked like a hoe, and they was a hoe. They see a woman look like a hoe, and woman ain't probably a hoe, she just dressed like one. They was a hoe and they ain't even dressed like one. Or they was a hoe and they dressed like one. Now hoes make them sick. Got hoes all in the drawers. Not the 3 essential, they got more than that. Sometimes we forget. Now he done caused them to sit back and know about their abomination. Know about your past. Maybe you forgot since you became Jerusalem. Since you was in the city, you might have forgot exactly where you came from. Now we're tending to do that, get comfortable, get complacent sometime and been doing something for a while. And a lot of times, because you say here don't mean you stop sinning. So he wanted to go back and look at their nativity. Because even with Shaul was just talking about we by nature were Yahudim, and not as the Gentiles. But then we come back and start looking at your nativity, where you came from. Start looking up your family tree and see what kind of people come out your family tree. You had a whole lot of incest in your family, huh? Stuff people don't want to talk about. Nobody sit around and when they look and do the family reunion and they go back and read who and who. And we got one of my cousins when they got found out from all the way to the 1700s, my family, when they first came to Sparta, Georgia, and who stemmed from who. And I had a grandmother had 21 kids. And everybody stemmed off, and from where my granddaddy was that I know, who was responsible for about 160 of us. And his lineage and who came over and his daddy and his daddy's brother who sprung up. They ain't put on none of that paperwork who's a child molester. Who smoked dope, who lied and who stole. That's not important. But you need to know that. Everybody just want to know the good about their family. And here we go by you. You know, we pray, who we say? Abraham, Yassakak, Yaakov. Let's talk about the Amorite and the Hittites. Let's talk about the folk people don't want to talk about. So he caused her to know about her abominations. Y'all all right? See, we're going to have to be so open-minded and not be so into ourselves that we achieve so much that we forget about other people coming behind us. The little bit we got has only been because of grace. It's only been because of Yahuah who allowed us to even see this little bit we got. And a lot of stuff that we kind of matriculate into doing, we really don't understand why we do it. We just kind of done it because it's kind of law. But then some things that come back in that kind of refute certain things we do anyway. Y'all all right? Just a lot of stuff people don't sit back and people don't consider. Isn't it? It's just a lot of stuff that people don't consider. I don't know why. There's a lot of stuff we don't consider. We'll get so law-driven, we'll miss that amunah, or we'll miss that con. You know what I'm saying? That operation of faith. But you can't get it without the law. You just can't get it without the law. You got to get the law to even understand how con even works for us, how grace works. If you ain't got to understand of the law, you can't understand grace. These Christians, they kind of idealists in a sense. They think they got it, but they don't understand the law enough to do what they're doing. Because they'll use that to justify whoremongering and lying and cheating and doing other things that they do. Y'all all right? I don't know. Let's see Ephesians 5:1. Because he just told her how we know no man is justified by the works of the law, but by con. Listen to the book.
Be ye therefore followers of Elohim, dear Bani,
and do what?
And walk in love,
as
Mashiach also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Elohim for a sweet-smelling savor.
Y'all hear that? He gave himself for an offering and a sacrifice to Elohim. Where do we learn that from? On the law. How do we learn about it? We learn about it through the law. How do we know about sacrifice? Christian church have sacrificial giving.
Right.
Sacrificial offering. Where they get it from?
Right.
How many of y'all remember sacrificial offerings in the Christian church? It's amazing. Where they get it from? Well, we talk about him giving himself for a sacrifice to Elohim for a sweet smelling savor aroma. Well, we learned the same thing even when we learned it from Yahuah. He was going to offer him up. He wanted him to offer up his only Ben, whom he loved. But that's the same thing we look here. Isn't that something? Hold you guys. Say that Yahuah 3:16. St. John did call it. We just want to get ourselves wrapped around this and try to get some understanding. We don't want to be high-minded. We want to take our time and get it right. Try to remove some of our vocabulary. They ain't adding nothing to us anyway. Some of y'all gave y'all a liberty to kind of get further away. If your heart ain't set on being saved anyway, the words ain't going to affect you.
Yep.
Like the book said, they ain't going to do wickedly. You're going to do wickedly anyway. Our folks don't even use the word. And before they were used, they were still sinning. So the words ain't adding nothing to them anyway. Isn't that right? They ain't pushing no further off. I just want everybody to focus now. Those that watch me, those in here, we're at a time point now where it's time for us to make a turn. Those that going to be going off, they're going to do what they're supposed to do anyway. It's time for us to make sure we get right, though. We got to be able to turn that quick. We got to be able to move. Y'all know that? We do. We got to be able to turn that quick and be able to move. Listen.
For Elohim so loved the Arats,
what did he do?
That he gave his only begotten Ben.
That what happened?
That whosoever believeth in him
should do what?
Should not perish.
But have what?
But have everlasting life.
Oh, man. So Elohim so loved the Arats, the world that they call it, that he gave his what again?
His only begotten Ben.
So what happened to law? That whosoever
believeth in him
do what?
Should not perish, but have everlasting life.
You hear that? He said, whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Y'all hear that? Elohim did what now? Tell them what else he did.
For Elohim sent not his ben into the Arats to condemn the
You
Arats.
see that? He already had something to do that. The law. Already condemned you. It may say to sin no more, no condemnation more through him. Now, then you already had condemnation. Listen.
But that the Arats through him might be saved.
See that? But the Arats through him might be saved. Tell me what has happened.
He that believeth on him,
He that do what?
believeth on him,
Is not.
condemned.
That's it. Now, a Christian take that. No matter if I smoke, drink, be married 10 or 15 times, I believe in him and I'm not condemned. Because he that believeth in him is not condemned. Listen.
But he that believeth not
Is.
condemned already,
See that? He that believeth not is condemned already. Tell him why.
because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Ben of Elohim.
See that? You got to believe in it. Listen.
And this is the condemnation,
And this is the condemnation. Tell him what happened.
that Or is come into the Arats.
You see that? Before it came, it was just darkness. Before it came, it was just kashab. When light came, it illuminated. He declared he didn't want to be dark anymore. I want light. And you know what happened when darkness came back? Light left. So you don't believe what happened. For this whole time period until he came, we've been in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
We was in darkness until he came. You ain't gonna believe what happened when he left. Darkness came right back.
Yep.
Darkness came right back.
That's right.
It came right back. Listen.
And Anashim loved Kashak rather than Or,
Why?
because their deeds were evil.
That's what they told us. That's why so he asked us who we rather have, Yahushua or Barabbas. Who do we want? Why do we want him? Because we like darkness rather than light. Because your deeds. That's why, because your deeds. Only made sense. Who else you going to ask for? They told you what he was. He was a notable prisoner. We were criminals, so it only made sense for us to want another criminal. Why would we want somebody that came along and showed all of us just how wrong we were? And he came through us through the law. He came to us through the law. So that's how important the law is to us. He came to us through the law. Y'all all right? I don't know what we're going to do. Can't get over it. Only made sense for him to come under it. Y'all all right? He came to us under the law. That's how we got him. That's why he couldn't destroy the law. Or the Naveen, he'll destroy his own existence.
That's right.
He'll destroy the only knowledge. That's the knowledge we got of his existence.
That's right.
That we were going to have to believe in. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
For everyone that doeth Rasha hateth Yahuah.
See that? Now you didn't know that. How many of y'all love Yahushua? And everyone that doeth what?
Rasha
Everyone that doeth evil,
hateth the Yahuah.
you have to raise your hand. If you're doing wrong, the book just say you hate him. Now you was an unknowingly liar or you a willing liar. Because you're doing wrong, he said you hate him. What else happened?
Neither cometh to the Yahuah,
And neither will you come to him.
lest his deed should be reproved.
That what?
Lest his deed should be reproved.
This is who?
But his deed should be reproved.
But listen what happened.
But he that doeth Amat
See that? He that doeth the truth, tell him what he do.
cometh to the Yahuah,
See that? He coming to the or. Listen.
that his deeds may be made manifest,
Y'all see that? That his deeds might be made manifest. That what happened?
that they are wrought in Elohim.
That's something else. Let's pick up something right quick. You still in that chapter 3, right? Now finish that chapter 3 you got. Where you left off, verse 19,
I just finished verse 21.
verse 21. Well, let's finish up at 21. Listen to the book.
After these things came Yahusha and his Methites into the land of Yehuda.
Y'all see that? After this now, Yahushua came with his Methites, his teacher. These are students, Methites, right? His followers, into the land of Yehuda. And tell them what happened.
And there he tarried with them and immersed.
Listen.
And Yahuchanan also was immersed in Anan near Salem,
See that?
because there was much water there.
That's why they did. And listen what happened.
And they came and were immersed.
Listen.
For Yahuchanan was not yet cast into prison.
Listen.
Then there arose a question between some of Yahuchanan's Methites and the Yahudim about purifying.
What happened?
And they came unto Yochanan and said unto him,
What did they say?
Teacher, he that was with thee beyond Jordan.
Y'all hear this? That's what he told him. Y'all hear this? Moray, that's what he called him, Moray. He wanted to tell him something. But teacher, listen.
To whom thou bearest witness.
See, they're the same one to whom you bear witness. Listen what happened.
The same immerseth.
The same do what?
Immerseth.
The same do what?
Immerseth.
And what happened, Brandon?
And all Anashim come to him.
What did y'all learn? I thought so. What you say? What did y'all learn? They went together. Parashit. They called Genesis 3. Three and 7. Parashit. If I can finish Ephesians chapter 5. This is Parashit. They call Genesis chapter 3 and verse 7. Listen to the book.
And the eyes of them both were open,
The eyes of them both were open.
and they knew that they were naked,
The eyes of them both were open, and they knew
that they were naked.
what happened.
And they sewed fig leaves together,
And did what?
made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of Yahuah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the Yum.
Y'all hear that? They heard the voice of Elohim coming in the cool of the Yum.
And Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuah Elohim.
What? No. What was he doing again? Yahuah was coming. What happened?
Walking, and they heard the voice of Yahuah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the Yum.
What happened?
And Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuah Elohim
What happened?
amongst the trees of the garden.
And what happened?
And Yahuah Elohim called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden,
And what did you do?
and I was afraid,
And what happened?
because I was naked,
And what did you do?
and I hid myself.
And what happened?
And he said, Who told thee that thou was naked?
What was the next statement?
Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat?
What did y'all learn? Huh? Light and darkness? What did you hear? What you heard? He didn't come to the light. But you did notice when they had a question about purifying, they told Yahuah about the same one he bare witness to. They behold said he was purifying and said all unashamed come to him. He told them who's going to come to him. He said, he that doeth evil, they hated the light. They hate our oil, and they're not going to come to it. That's what they did. They hid themselves from it. They didn't want to be seen. Unless they did, we're going to be reproved. They did were being reproved. Everybody that came for purifying, these people came. They want to show their works had been Elohim. He said all unashamed come unto him. Notice when they told you, after he just got through expounding to you. You ain't got no problem coming to it if you're trying to live right.
That's right.
If you're set on doing right and you've been doing what right, you ain't got no problem. You only want to miss and hang out when you ain't been doing what you're supposed to do.
That's right. That's
That's why
right.
they ain't come.
That's right.
He gonna show up, ain't coming. I hear him coming already. I'm not coming. Because your deed's gonna be shown.
That's right. That's right.
That's how important it is for you to pay attention. Give me this 5 and 1. Ephesians 5 and 1. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 1. Listen to the book.
Be ye therefore followers of Elohim,
And
dear Bani,
and do what?
and walk in love, as Mashiach also hath loved us.
See that? He told us to walk in love. Book told us to Elohim in love.
That's right.
Everyone that loving know it Elohim and is born on Elohim.
That's right.
But a lot of us don't look at that. He said, walk in love as the Mashiach also had loved us and had given himself
For us an
For
offering
us,
and a
offering.
sacrifice to Elohim,
for a
sweet smelling savor,
for an aroma. But
fornication,
and
all uncleanness,
do what?
or covetous,
Or covenant. Where are we learning from? So we don't get rid of the law? Can't do that. He just told you about these things. He told you don't think that. He said, I didn't come to destroy no law. I came to fulfill it.
That's right.
Well, it makes sense that you would go around and tell people he got rid of the law. What you hearing right here is law.
Yes, sir.
A man that love him going to keep his saying.
That's right.
Anybody that love him going to keep his saying. But fornication, which is zanu,
and all uncleanness.
whoredom. That's all. Yeah, they want one woman have said they call her a whore, and not a fornicator they call her a whore. You're just a little stinking whore.
Yeah.
That's all they commit whoredom. They need people. We need to hear these negative titles. Now they say stuff. Now all this stuff cute to them. Now you be a time woman that want them names.
That's right. That's
they
right.
Off. Man, everything that was bad now good. Man, call a man a sissy. That ain't that's a compliment now. Man, ain't even ashamed to be called a sissy. Gay or homo.
Good.
They have rights to fight for. Everything he done fought against and done stood for not to do. Now you done made it common among you. And other sinner, and the reason why these people got out like that, because other people ain't living the way they supposed to.
That's right.
Sinner crept in just like they looked at this. You ain't obeying to do what you supposed to do. You ain't in no position to judge that.
Yep. Yep.
You know who draw a lot of sissy? Women preachers.
Yep.
You know what sissy learn? You ain't got no business out there. They ain't got no business being no sissy.
That's right.
Preach on, sister.
Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Ain't nothing but a weak homosexual man will even dare to sit up on a woman
That's
preacher.
right. That's
ain't
right.
Never like no woman preacher. And no ass man ain't never thought no one was good.
Nope.
I always thought it was a dyke behavior.
Yep.
Woman trying to shepherd nobody. Set your gay behind.
That's right. That's right.
Any woman ought to be a woman preacher, and she shouldn't be done be Oprah Winfrey. Ain't that right? No, she got her little rod of correction. Even she got to strap it on.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Ain't that right?
That's right.
And women leading women has always been dangerous. A woman got to have a man to lead.
Got to.
Ain't no way around. There ain't no time no woman need to be leading herself.
Nope.
In the book, tell they lead captive, silly women laden with
sin.
Led away with divers love.
That's right.
Ever learning, never to come into no truth.
That's right.
Got to have a man to lead.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear that?
Yes, sir.
They don't like that.
They don't like it.
Come on, finish this out.
But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you, as becometh Kodash.
Listen.
Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks.
They start looking at stuff. He said, he get by to do it, but it inconvenience you.
That's right.
Just say if Cam need me to drop him off somewhere, and I could do it, but really it'll kind of put me out my way. Inconvenient. It ain't wrong. It just is going to put me out my way.
Right.
So now we start looking at certain words, things we would use for conversation. He said it's just not convenient. It just put us out the way. We wind up going a long way out, then you got to come all the way back over.
Right.
It'd be better if somebody drop Cam out than live with her about where he stay.
Right.
That makes sense? Would it be wrong for me to drop Cam out? He lived downtown Atlanta. I live in Kanye. It'd be better if somebody drop him out that live that way.
That's right.
It wouldn't be convenient. So now we start looking at everything that we're going to have to reassess and reexamine. Because at time, it went for the season they need to go for to do what they need to do. Some people he intended on, they're not going to be saved.
That's right.
It's just honest. It's just something. It meant to be said. It meant to be done. So everybody ain't going to be saved. People might be wood at the 6th chapter of the book of Yahuah. Did we read that 644?
No.
Did we ever read that?
No, sir.
Let's see what happens. 644. They call it John. Listen to the book.
No ish can come to me,
He said, no ish can come to me. No man can come to me except
the Abba which hath sent me draw him,
unless the Father that sent me draw him. And what you'll do.
and I will raise him up at the last yom.
So let me ask you a question. So why couldn't Yahuah and Adam come to Yahuah when he came out of that one? And draw him, huh? Can you imagine that being created by him and it can't come? Because all of us in him, we've been created by him too. There's a difference in him being a creator to you and being an Abba. Because they didn't come either. He said, no, each can come unto me except the Abba which sent me draw him. And he came out and come. They couldn't even come. And now when they came down and when they had a discrepancy about, or they had a discussion about purifying, that's the purpose of why we do the immersion as well too. It's a form of purifying. And he said, and he told them that. He said, listen, the same one who you were being witness to, said, behold, this man immersed, and said, all unashamed come to him. You know what Yahuah started told him? He said, the East can receive nothing except to be given to him from Elohim.
That's right.
Yahuah told him that. They tried to sit around and look at this man doing a better work than what you're doing. He said, if he is, he can only do it if Elohim gave it to him.
Right.
I'd be a fool to get in the way of it. See, that's why I don't waste my, listen, anybody out there doing the work, y'all never hear me run down nobody doing the work. I don't waste my time. Anybody doing more than me better, he can only do what Yahuah give him to do.
That's right.
You know what I'm doing? I'm plowing for him every Yom and every Layla, and I ain't got to go see him.
That's right. That's right.
I'm praying for the work, that the work don't cease. Sometimes you see people, you get lazy, you sit down and you quit working. Isn't that right? I'm going to work in my part of the vineyard, and they work in their part of the vineyard. We just all keep working.
That's right.
At the end, we'll all come up to the storehouse together.
That's right.
No. That's what he sent us all out at different times. He sent some of us out before that. He sent some. It's going to be some more. He's going to send the last hour. You know what? All are going to get the same pay.
Same thing. That's right.
They said, well, I've been working longer than him. He said, mine. I agreed on one. I agreed on a pence.
Yes, sir.
I don't care when you start out. If somebody come and pick this thing up at the last hour, the last June, last week, and do a work, they getting the same pay.
That's right.
It ain't going to be, I'm going to pay you according to your member. That's where they mess up at.
Yes, sir.
Members don't pay.
That's right.
A lot of times, the more members you get, the less you start getting. A nigga look around and somebody say, what, they put $100 in? I'm going to bless the Lord with that dollar. If he can do that with that last lunch, he can do that with that dollar. That's when they get all biblical in it. Talking about the last lunch. Take that last lunch and pay your electric bill. Pay your mortgage with that last lunch. So good and well, you got to put some paycheck together to make rent.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? Come down to serving Yahuah, doing what you're supposed to do. Shouldn't be no limit on you being faithful to it. Right. Nobody should have to drag none out of you when they come down to any servitude you're supposed to do for him.
That's right.
The same thing they come to get y'all together and say, I got to keep, pay. If it's in your heart to serve him, you ought to be in every aspect, you ought to be willing to be able.
Yes, sir.
With everything you got. And I tell that song, I gave him my all. Shoot, man, no matter how tired, I be so tired before I get ready to get, I be like, ooh, I'm so tired. I gotta go, I get him right. Son, you gotta step it up. Gotta give it your all. Because you know what? There's always another man right behind me. Move over, bacon, make room for sizzling.
That's right.
Once you get bumped out, somebody get it. You're not getting it back.
Yep.
So everything you can put in, you better give it to him now.
Give it to him now.
You can be replaced. Ain't none of us in here doing that. Ain't nobody done before.
That's right. That's right.
If you sinning, somebody sinning before, you living right, somebody live right before.
Yes, sir.
And you don't believe it. When you gone, somebody gonna live right.
That's
And
right.
somebody gonna sin.
Yes, sir.
Got your mind set on doing what you're supposed to do, you need to do it and be faithful.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
That's right.
No, I know you're not. You just saying something. Cause you was, it'll be a change. I see the same dragging people, same piss poor looking people. I ain't never seen folks in my life serve with so much just rigor, just make it so bad. You get plenty of information on how y'all to live.
That's right.
Get your understanding on stuff you never even comprehended.
Yeah.
You just thought, you assumed you knew. And all you doing was just hoping and wishing and praying. Got no business wishing.
That's right.
Man, come on, give us understanding.
Understand. That's right.
That's what we want, understanding.
Yes, sir.
That's what he did them. Didn't open their understanding, that they might understand. What was it? The scripture.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the whole time, if he came and opened their understanding, what they had been doing that whole time?
I ain't had no
They understood nothing.
That's right.
Man, quoting and reading and versing. And the whole time the man said he had to open their understanding.
Yep.
That's what we've been for a long time. We just been reading. Little by little, he been opening our understanding so we can understand the scripture.
That's right.
I've been with a lot of time. I won't fool with nothing talking about no law and no grace. It's too confusing. Too much flip-flopping. But it made plenty of sense now.
Yeah.
As you gotta be, you gotta settle yourself. It takes time. A lot of stuff people want to know. You ain't gonna get your answer overnight. If he gave you all at one time, you couldn't contain it.
That's right.
Ain't that right? A lot of stuff he told you, I can tell you, he said, but you couldn't bear it.
That's right.
There's just been a lot of stuff you couldn't bear it if you knew it. Some stuff I tell y'all you'll learn, you'll mess up. Some of y'all looking for a reason to sin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I teach you stuff. The first thing you're going to do, you're going to go and you're going to justify yourself being a sinner. You ain't never justified committing no sin.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. That's why you got to love him. You realize why a lot of people falter in the law. One, no heart. They having their heart to love him.
That's right.
Anything you're going to do, you got to do it by love. That's why he did it for you. You realize he had to love you to give you his son. He said, I don't just get it on anybody. I got to love you.
Yes, sir.
I got to love you to give you that. And he wants you to do the same thing. He wants you to love him and just give him your obedience. He gave up an obedient son for disobedient children. You think that was fair? All he asked you to do was walk in love, just like he loved you, and gave himself for an offering and a sacrifice for a sweet smelling aroma. I want an aroma to come from you, your obedience, your faithfulness, your willingness, your servitude for Elohim and not your servitude for committing sin. Keep your mumbling, grumbling, your backbiting. Get that jump back over to the devil.
That's right.
Hypocrite and false pretense.
That's right.
Get that jump back over to the devil.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right? Backbite.
Yeah.
False accuser. Get that jump back over to the devil. Your whole monkey.
That's right.
Eye full of adultery. Can I even cease from sin?
That's right.
Shoot. I got my mind set on being saved.
That's right.
I see a nice booty walking down the street. I seen that one time, and I keep looking another way.
That's right. That's
Yeah, I said, I keep looking. I don't be looking back. I said, man, my soul on the line. And I don't do it because I ain't worried about somebody going, everybody got no camera. There's a camera up there watching me.
That's right. That's right.
There's a camera up there. Everything I do, I ain't doing the code. I don't want no member to see me. I ain't thinking about you. I'm thinking about he see me.
Yes, sir.
I want my heart right.
That's right.
I just be looking, but I don't be lusting. That means you homosexual. Because I ain't finna keep looking at no nice booty and ain't nothing going through my mind.
That's right. That's right.
I am a straight man.
Great. True.
I'm just looking at booty. Ain't nothing in my mind. Another man in your mind.
Yep.
You, sir, are a Catholic priest.
Yep.
You ain't fooling me. Isn't that right? You love of Mother Mary. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Man, see, just look at a fine shaped booty. He ain't thinking nothing. Ain't thinking nothing. Homosexual. Written all over that joke. Isn't that right? I know naked woman, no book time. They don't do nothing for me. You, sir, are gay. You're very gay, sir. I'm saying, look at a man butt naked with his arm laid, his third leg. She thought, ooh, that's nasty. Yeah. Oprah Winfrey, Oprah's on. I know her favorite song, Oprah's on. All that made for her. Don't play that. That made for a woman to draw to it. That thing made tell a girl, come in. Shoot. A woman, listen, a woman, it got a welcome mat in front of it. Welcome home.
Yes, sir.
All that, you don't play around with no stuff like that. You don't play with no stuff. No. I don't want to move up for that bed, humping that cup. No. Because that's set up to put one in your mind. What they doing that cup? I want they got that cup. You already worried about the wrong thing. Tell like Miko said, somebody else, sir, I assure you, you worried about the wrong thing. Someone here, they getting hit and then they start looking out. I mean, I know you're homosexual. I ain't put my, listen, I know where I go. I know where my mind will go. I ain't no fool. I ain't like this. I'm not so say I don't play with it. Nope. I just look on how they get through. Come back and say, woo, that long. Flip that thing, come back. They'll get you because they know it's some folks try to look up and come back and I'm still rolling. But better turn that thing, better look the other way. That being honest, I'm trying to tell you now. Listen here. Even when you look at New Outside, they look at that, man. You can't be looking at no man like that. No. You be like that, man. Man, how I come up short? Look at that. They look at it, walk back in there. That thing, man, ain't gone back out the tent and closed the door behind them. Don't play with that, man. Hey, look at that, man. Don't do that. You don't pull short. You don't pull straight them out. Man, I pull the shoulder. You don't pull them straws. No. It meant for you not to do that. No. You got no business. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen. These folks play all they want to. Oh, man, I'm so straight. Oh, look at, quit lying. Folks be trying to overlie. Don't be trying to be over-righteous. Don't be trying to tell no lie. Folks be trying to tell, like, not me, man. Shut your mouth, nigga. Just pray. Don't mean pray, son. Pray.
That's right.
See, that's what folk don't want. People don't want reality. People don't want reality. I be keeping it real with people. I be sitting here and be lying to yourself. Devil out here, that devil got all kind of tricks out here to pull these folks and get you off. I ain't be trying to put nothing. Listen, that devil put something in your heart. Listen, That devil enter your heart. We going through him, folks. That's how careful we got to be. I'm being honest. Any little thing will slip up. That's why we learn. Take our time. I'm going to start, like I do, I sing y'all out a verse or Yahuah see fit. Shoot out there, give you something. Keep your mind elevated. I do. To break out them words, you know what you got to do? You got to be slow to speak. Thanks, that I offended use them words. I seen Rudy there. I looked at Rudy. I was slow. He walking at that stupid look with that Ninja Turtle face like Raphael. I shook his head. You know what I did? First, I ain't said nothing. I said, I'm not finna fall into this trick. I said, get behind me, devil. Tell that devil, get behind me. Satan. I'm going to use some words on him. Isn't that right? You got to be slow to speak. Isn't that right? And that quick to hear. And I still don't know what he said. And slow to rap. That is, we learn and we go through. Listen, that's what I tell you all the time. And things good even for me. You can see me watch and take it for correct everybody. Nobody is above reproach or above correction with this book. Even with a listen, it starts with the preacher. It starts with the preacher. A lot of times people don't like to look at being a person that has to be corrected. People like to see other people get corrected. Nobody like to be a person being the corrected. We like to be the corrector. But it's good for other people to see you get corrected so people can see that you really believe what you believe. There's another one. Listen, everybody can tell you. Parents will tell you, some of them don't waste no time. How many of y'all parents, y'all be quick to get your kid to get out of the way? How many of y'all quick corrected? How many of y'all like y'all parent getting y'all quick correction? Nobody wants to see. It's easy when you're on this side. You can get stuck quick. I know I'm going to get this thing now. But then with us, we want that patience. Yeah, that's true. Isn't that right? We want, you know what I'm saying? You want, so you get to learn when it get on you, and it's good when it get on you, so you'll learn to do the same thing. You'll learn to try to give somebody the same thing you want. Yep. Just like he said, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Love yourself, that's right.
That's being honest. That's not giving no excuse enough for nobody to commit sin. I don't believe you commit no sin. I just don't believe in doing it. I just believe that's going to come along with the fact that you're just putting in line what you want to do. If you want to be saved, you can quit this sinning.
That's right.
That's just being honest. You can quit sinning. And listen, it's like the book said, and if we be any otherwise minded, Elohim will reveal it. Yep. You know what I know though? I just let the dabbery in my mouth, let the meditation in my heart be acceptable in my sight. I never stopped doing it. I ain't said at one time, so whatever it is, I stop. I continue. I want to be consistent. Because you want to see, are you going to continue to ask? Because I'm going to show you if you're honest and you want to see it. Search me and try me. I want you to see if there be any wicked way. And if you find things, I don't just say, I know it's repetitive, because I'm serious about it. I want to do just like he told me. He said there was an unjust judge in the city that regarded neither Elohim nor man. And there was a woman who kept asking that man to avenge her. And he said he was going to do, I fear not Elohim nor East. He said, I'm going to avenge this woman lest she weary me. That's what I do. I keep wearying him and say, this man really want to make sure he right. This man really don't want to die and be wrong. So I'm going to show him. Yeah. That's why I keep some of y'all at one time, you good, you going away from it. And that's why he know you're not honest. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. 12-1. Beth Shamuel. What is that? Herd of Elohim? Shamu. I knew it was Shamu. Well, is a well in the water, out of the water? I cannot tell. The sea know it. I did see it go back to the ocean, though. I seen a Shamu stick up out the water and had hair. All right. And that's the first Shamu I ever seen with a black belly. Usually have a white belly. This one had a black belly. I don't know if it done scrubbed it belly up down in the water or what. 12-1. This is 2 Samuel, they'll call it. Chapter 12 and verse 1. Listen to the book. What's going on over there? Did y'all do paper, scissors, or rocks?
And Yahuah sent Nathan unto Daud, and he came unto him and said unto him, There were two Anashim in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich Ish had exceeding many flocks and herds. The poor Ish had nothing, save one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his bani. It did eat of his own meat, and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a bath. And there came a traveler unto the rich Ish, and he spared to take of his own flock, and of his own herd, to dress for the wayfaring Ish that was come unto him, but took the poor Ish's lamb, and dressed it for the Ish that was come to him. And Daud's anger was greatly kindled against the Ish, and he said to Nathan, As Yahuah liveth, the Ish
As who now?
as Yahuah liveth,
What happened?
the Ish that hath done this thing shall surely die,
Listen.
and he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity.
Hold what you got. Brandon, see if that's Oriah 18. Let's see something. Oriah. They call it Luke. See if that's 18 and 1. Listen.
And he spake a mashal unto them to this end.
No,
That
19 and 1. I'm sorry. This is 19 and 1. Oriah, they call Luke Yahuah shining. Or Yah shining. I think they know his whole name, Yahuah, it'll be Yahuah. It'll say Yahu. Listen to the book.
And Yahusha entered and passed through Jericho. And behold, there was an Ish named Zacchaeus, which was the chief among the publicans, and he was rich. And he sought to see Yahusha who he was, and could not for the press, because he was little of stature. And he ran before, and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was to pass by that way.
Yeah.
And when Yahusha came to the place, he looked up and saw him, and said unto him, Zacchaeus, make haste.
You know what I want to say? Saying they like that. Why these little fellas don't go get on a sycamore tree so we can see them when we come by? Listen.
Make haste and come down, for this youth I must abide at thy house.
What happened?
And he made haste and came down and received him joyfully.
What happened?
And when they saw it, they all murmured, saying that he was going to be guest with a man that is a sinner.
Y'all hear that? When they saw it, they all started murmuring, saying he was going to be instead a man's house that was a sinner. What happened?
And Zacchaeus stood and said unto Yahusha, Behold, Yahusha, the half of my goods I give to the poor.
And
If I have taken anything from any man by
if I
false
did what
accusation,
now? You said if I done what now?
if I have taken anything from any man by false accusation,
By lying. What happened?
I restore him fourfold.
What happened?
And Yahusha said unto him, This youth is salvation come to this house,
Yeah.
for so much as he also is a ben of Abraham.
That's all I need to know. Y'all heard that? Let's see what happened again over here at Beth Shemuel, 2 Samuel chapter 12, and verse 1. Listen to the book.
And Yahuah sent Nathan unto Daud, and he came unto him, and said unto him, There were two Anashim in one city,
Yeah.
the one rich and the other poor.
What happened?
The rich Ish had exceeding many flocks and herds.
Yeah.
The poor Ish had nothing, save one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him,
Yeah.
and with his bani. It did eat of his own meat, and did drink of his own cup,
Yeah.
and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a bath. And there came a traveler unto the rich Ish, and he spared to take of his own flock,
It wouldn't take from his own. What happened?
and of his own herd,
Yeah.
to dress for the wayfaring Ish that was come unto him,
Yeah.
but took the poor Ish lamb, and dressed it for the Ish that was come unto him.
Yeah.
And Daud's anger was greatly kindled against the Ish.
Daud became upset and raged. And what happened?
And he said unto Nathan,
What did he tell him?
As Yahuah liveth, As Yahuah liveth,
As Yahuah doth what?
liveth,
What's going to happen?
the Ish that has done this thing shall surely die,
Y'all hear that? The man that done this thing shall surely what now?
shall surely die,
And tell him what he going to have to do?
and he shall restore the lamb fourfold.
That's the same thing the kid said. He said he'll restore it fourfold too. Where he got it from? Got it from the law. You know, amazingly, when he went to see him, you know, the people started murmuring about him going to be at the man's house. Who remember what they said? He was a sinner. Did you pay attention when he came out, what he told Yahushua? He cleaned his house up before he came. See, you'll get that from Pesach. You got to clean your house up. You do what they call spring cleaning. That's why he started talking about how he'll get rid of half his stuff. And anything he took, he want to make it right. And you know what Yahushua told him? Said salvation done came to this house now. I can come and I can abide. So I can't come and abide now with that stuff in there. He was a man that was a sinner. Everybody knew he was a sinner. But you see how willing would confess everything he had and what he was willing to do? He wanted to get it right. Whatever I got to do, I'll get it right. If I took anything about false accusation, you didn't believe it. He took something through false accusation. Go to the 11th chapter for me. That same book, the 11th chapter. 2 Samuel. Beth, Shamuel, chapter 11. Let me see 11 and 2. Listen.
And it came to pass in the evening tide that Daoud arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the Malak's house. And from the roof he saw a Ashah washing herself, and the Ashah was very beautiful to look upon. Mm-hmm. And Daoud sent and inquired after the Ashah.
Yeah.
And one said, Is not this Bathsheba, the Bath of Elam, the Ashah or Uriah the Hittite?
Yeah.
And Daoud sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness. Mm-hmm. And she returned unto her house. And the Ashah conceived, and sent and told Daoud, and said, I am with Yahweh. And Daoud sent to Joab, saying, Send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah unto Daoud. Mm-hmm. And Uriah was come unto him. Daoud demanded of him how Joab did, and how the arm did, and how the war prospered.
Yeah.
And Daoud said to Uriah, Go down to thy house, and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the Malak's house. Yeah. And there followed him a mess of meat from the Malak. Yeah. But Uriah slept at the door of the Malak's house with all the servants of his Adonai, and went not down to his house. Yeah. And when they had told Daoud, saying, Uriah went not down unto his house, Daoud said unto Uriah, Camest thou not from thy journey? Why then didst thou not go down unto thine house? And Uriah said unto Daoud, The ark of Yasharal and Yehuda abide in tents, and my Adonai, Joab, and the servants of my Adonai are encamped in the open fields. Yeah. Shall I then go into mine house to eat and to drink, and to lie with my Ashah, as thou livest, and as thy Nephash liveth? I will not do this thing. And Daoud said to Uriah, Tarry here this yom also, and tomorrow I will let thee depart. So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that yom and the morrow. Mm-hmm. And when Daoud had called him, he did eat and drink before him, yeah. And he made him drunk. And at even he went out to lie on his bed, wow, with the servants of his Adonai, yeah, but went not down to his house. Mm-hmm. And it came to pass in the morning that Daoud wrote a letter to Joab, and sent it by the hand of Uriah. And he wrote in the letter, saying, Set ye Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle, yeah, and retire ye from him, yeah, that he may be smitten and die. And it came to pass, when Joab observed the city, that he assigned Uriah unto a place where he knew that the valiant Anashim were. And the Anashim of the city went out and fought with Joab, and there fell some of the arm of the servants of Daoud. Yeah. And Uriah the Hittite died also. Yeah. Then Joab sent and told Daoud all the things concerning the war. Yeah. and charged the messenger, saying, when thou hast made an end of telling the matters of the war unto the Malak,
Yeah.
and if so be that the Malak's wrath arise, and he say unto thee, wherefore approach ye so nigh unto the city when ye did fight?
Yeah.
Knew ye not that they would shoot from the wall? Who smote Abimelech, the ben of Jerubasheth, did a Shah cast a piece of a millstone upon him from the wall,
Yeah.
that he died in Thebez. Why went ye nigh the wall? Then say thou, thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also. So the messenger went and came and shewed Daud all that Joab had sent him for. And the messenger said unto Daud, surely the Anashim prevailed against us, and came out unto us into the field, and we were upon them even unto the entering of the gate.
What happened?
And the shooters shot from off the wall upon the servants.
Yeah.
And some of the Malak servants be dead, and thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also.
Yeah.
Then Daud said unto the messenger,
What did he say?
thus shalt thou say unto Joab, let not this thing displease thee,
Yeah.
for the sword devoureth one as well as another.
See that? Look at that. Don't let it bother you. It get one just as good as it get the other. Just be encouraged. Be strength. Ain't that how people just come encourage your heart like that? That's all Daud did, just encourage his heart. Listen, the sword get one just like it get the other. Old time, he the one set it up. Ain't that something? He the one set up and then give you words of encouragement. Don't even let this thing even agree. Listen, it fall on one just as well as he calls it a rain on the just as well as the unjust. The sword don't care about nobody. It devour one just as well as they devour the other. Don't even let it discourage. What happened?
Make thy battle more strong against the city, and overthrow it, and encourage thou him. And when the Asha or Uriah heard that Uriah her husband was dead, she mourned for her husband.
Yeah.
And when the mourning was past, Daud sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his Asha, and bare him a ben. But the thing that Daud had done displeased Yahuah.
That's good. Jump over to the 12th chapter again. 12th chapter. Where we left off? Verse 5, verse 6? Or we went down further than that? 12 and 6?
Yeah, about 7.
Verse 7?
We stopped at
2 Samuel,
6.
they'll call it?
Stopped at 6.
All right. So there's verse 6.
Yes, sir.
All right. Beth Shemuel, 12 and 6. They call it 2 Samuel 12 and 6. Listen.
And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity.
Yeah.
And Nathan said to Daud, thou art the Ish.
You
Thus,
the man. You the man. It's you. That man got some quick punishment. That's quick. He didn't want to know why somebody had done that. He didn't want to know none of the situation. All he knew is whoever did this, they're going to die, and you got to pay back. Not only you going to die, you still got to pay. You got a debt to pay, and you got to die? Ain't death enough? Daud said, listen, I'm going to take from him first. Whatever he took, he going to give it back 4 times, and I want him dead. As Yahuah living, he going to die. He going to get it back fourfold.
that's right.
Listen.
Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim of Yashral,
Yeah.
I anointed thee king over Yashral,
And what happened?
and I delivered thee out of the hand of Shaul, and I gave thee thy master's house,
And what happened?
and thy master's Ashah
Yeah.
into thy bosom,
Yeah.
and gave thee the house of Yashral
Listen.
and of Yehuda. And if that had been too little,
What you would have did?
I would moreover had given unto thee such and such things.
I'd have gave you more than that if that had been enough. What happened?
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of Yahuwah to do Rasha in his sight?
Yeah.
Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the
did
sword,
Yeah.
and hast taken his Ashah to be thy Ashah,
What happened?
and hast slain him with the sword of the Beni of Ammon.
Yeah.
Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house,
See that? That's going to stay behind your house. What happened?
because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the Ashah of Uriah the Hittite
Yeah.
to be thy Ashah.
What happened?
Thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house.
See that? That's us. Yehuda. You know what Pilate asked Yahusha? He said, am
My
I Yehudi?
Yehudi?
He said your own nation had to live with you.
That's right.
He told me he was going to do it. So I'm going to raise up out of your own house. The Yahudah, we gave him over. You didn't know how that happened. Because he lied. He took about false accusation. You ain't going to believe what happened when we gave him up. False accusation.
That's right.
At the last, you ain't believe what happened. Came 2 false witnesses. See, it's all good when you do it to other people. It hurt when it happened to you. It's all good when you do it to other people. But it came back on us. Y'all all right? Let's see what happened.
I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house.
See that? So
And
it makes sense why we did what we did, didn't it? See, this is how important the law is. If you didn't know the law, you wouldn't know that. Why were we against it? Why were we against it? Your law already told you why. Now, you got to believe this if you're going to be saved.
That's
It only
right.
made sense that we hollered for him, that we wanted to give him over. Out of his own house, it only made sense. Who allowed him but us? Listen.
And I will take thy Ashah before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy Ashah in the sight of this Shamash.
Yes.
For thou didst it secretly,
And?
but I will do this thing before all Yashral,
Listen.
and before the Shamash.
Yeah.
And Daud said unto Nathan,
Do what?
I have sinned against Yahuah.
Listen.
And Nathan said unto Daud, Yahuah also hath put away thy sin.
Look at that. I done put away your sin. That's what I love about it. I knew what you're going to do. You're a man. What else you going to do? You're a man. What else you going to do? You can't keep no law. It was needful to give us something that come in here and give us a better intelligence and make us keep this law. What else you going to do? You look on and you see that naked woman. Something got to get in your heart to make you not do it. Not many of us safe doing what we're doing as long as nobody else don't see us. And we forget he see us. He said, nobody even knew that. Y'all know when this thing came out, nobody wasn't supposed to know it because when Daud did it, he did this thing secretly. Huh? Can you imagine you send a man out with a letter that you done already set him up? And when he get back down, I want you to get it to the captain of the host. And when he get that letter, he read that thing. Told him, I want you to get up there and I want you to get in there. Listen, set him up and put him in the hottest place. Listen, this is where you didn't want to go and fight. And that's where he sent him. And told me, listen, when it come to pass, when these people start shooting, the fight get intense. You know what I want you to do? Draw back. Draw back. That left that man there by himself. When the battle got hot, when it got intense, draw back. Ain't that something? Y'all all right with that? Pick me up at 27:50. Yahuah. Listen.
Yahusha, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ruach.
I'm sorry. 26:50. Listen to the book.
And Yahusha said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahusha and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Yahusha stretched out his hand, and drew his sword, and struck a servant of the high Kohans,
What happened?
and smote off his ear. Then said Yahusha unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place.
Why?
For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
What happened?
Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Abba?
And what he gonna do?
And he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of Malachim.
But what's gonna happen?
But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled?
So what happened?
That thus it must be.
Listen.
In that same hour said Yahusha to the multitudes,
What did he say?
Are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple,
And what did they do?
and ye laid no hold on me.
Tell me what happened.
But all this was done, that the scriptures of the Nabi'im might be fulfilled.
You said, I'm sorry, what did you have? What happened again?
But all this was done, that the scriptures of the Nabi'im might be fulfilled.
What happened?
Then all the Methetis forsook him and fled.
You said they drew back.
Forsook him and fled.
You said they drew back.
Forsook him and fled.
They drew back. The battle got hot. It got intense. So they drew back. That's what the post told him to do. He had got in the hottest battle. Y'all all right? The battle got hot. It was intense.
That's right.
Whatever they going to do, they drew back. They drew back. What else they supposed to do? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
They really don't know what happened, do they? Did y'all pay attention to what happened to Uriah? Huh? He kept fighting. Anybody knew what happened to him? How he was set up? He got what? He got killed. He did. He was killed. He was killed. Listen at 11, Beth Shemuel, 2 Samuel, chapter 11. Say that about verse 7. When you give me 27 and 46. 27, 46. Listen to the book. He got me Yahuah, 27. They call Matthew. Listen to the book.
And when Uriah was come unto him, Daud demanded of him how Joab did, and how the arm did, and how the war prospered.
Yeah.
And Daud said to Uriah, Go down to thy house, and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the Malach's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the Malach. But Uriah slept at the door of the Malach's house, with all the servants of his Adonai, and went not down to his house.
I think that servant would be Abad. A-B-A-D. Servant. It's the Abad. A-B-A-D. Listen.
But Uriah slept at the door of the Malach's house, with all the servants of his Adonai, and went not down to his house. And when they had told Daud, saying, Uriah went not down unto his house, Daud said unto Uriah, Camest thou not from thy journey? Why then didst thou not go down to thine house? And Uriah said unto Daud, The ark and Yasharal and Yehudah abide in tents, and my Adonai Joab and the servants of my Adonai are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into mine own house to eat and to drink, and to lie with my Ashah, as thou livest, and as thy Nephash liveth? I will not do this thing.
What happened?
And Daud said to Uriah, Tarry here this yom also, and tomorrow I will let thee depart. So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that yom and the morrow. And when Daud had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drunk. And at even he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his Adonai, but went not down to his house. And it came to pass in the morning that Daud wrote a letter to Joab, and sent it by the hand of Uriah. And he wrote in the letter, saying, Set ye Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle, and retire ye from him, that he may be smitten and die. And it came to pass, when Joab observed the city, that he assigned Uriah to a place where he knew that violent Anashim were. And the Anashim of the city went out and fought with Joab. And there fell some of the arm of the servants of Daud, and Uriah the Hittite died also. Then Joab sent and told Daud all the things concerning the war.
That's good. Yahuah 19, 25. I call Yahuah 20. I'll call what? 27, 46. Don't worry about it. You can drop that. You'll give me Yahuah that called John 19. How many of y'all got it? Raise your hand. Who got it? One. Who else got it? Raise your hand. You said they all went and died? Okay. All right. Let's see. Is that the same answer you got? All right. He said Uriah wasn't the only one that died. How many? Raise your hand. How many of y'all got it? He got it. You got it too. The sisters got it. Let's see your hand. Y'all got it. You got it. All right. Let's see.
Got what?
We'll see. I got it. Yahuah, they call St. John chapter 19, verse 25. Listen to the book.
Now
Yahuah. As long as it ain't that age, listen.
Now there stood by the cross of Yahusha his mother, and his mother's Akuth, Marim, the wife of Cleophas, and Marim Magdalene. When Yahusha therefore saw his mother, and the Mathetes standing by, whom he loved,
What did he do?
he saith unto his mother, Asha, behold thy ben.
Yeah,
Then saith he to the Mathetes, Behold thy mother.
yeah.
And from that hour that Mathetes took her unto his own home.
And what happened?
After this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, saith, I thirst.
Yeah.
Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the ruach.
Yeah.
The Yahudim therefore, because it was the preparation, that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Shabbat Yom.
Why?
For that Shabbat Yom was an high Yom.
That's good.
Besought.
That's good. That's good. How many of y'all got it? Let me see the hand. 1, 2, let me see. I said, let me see your hand. Let me see your hand if y'all got it. 1, 2, 3. I said, let me see the hand. Why do you want to see the hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, of course they're going to set a hand, don't they? Marsha Lee. "31 and 1. They call it Proverbs. I know exactly. Let me see. Marsha Lee, 31 and 1. Proverbs 31 and 1. Listen to the book.
The Dabarim of Malak Lemuel, the Nabah that his aim taught him. What my ben, and what the ben of my womb, and what the ben of my vows.
Yeah.
Give not thy strength unto Nashim,
So you can see why he ain't going into it. Why? Listen.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth Malakim.
What you want me to do?
Is it not for Malakim, O Lemuel?
To do what?
Is it not for Malakim to drink wine?
It's not for them to drink wine. Talk to them, son.
Nor for Sharim strong drink,
Tell them what happened.
lest they drink and forget the law,
Listen.
and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Listen.
Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts.
See that? That's what Dawood did. After he saw he wasn't going to the house the other 2 times, he said, I know what I got to do. I sent him a mess of meat and something to drink. The next day, he gave him a letter, sent him out to kill him. I know they don't get it.
They ain't know that.
How many of y'all had this already?
Put your hand down.
Let me
Just
see the
put it
hand.
there. Ain't no nothing.
How you saying? Good. Some of these folks just be raising their hand. I know some of them just be raising their hand. They don't pay attention. That's why you got to pay attention. That's how important you got to pay attention to your law. Dawood knew what he did. Then it made sense why Dawood sent him a mess of meat and something to drink. Because tomorrow you dying, son.
That's right. That's right.
You dying tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So they took your wife through false accusation, and then he ain't going to pay attention. Look at what happened in the 19th chapter. That 19th chapter, he's still at what, verse 30, Yahuah?
Verse 30, yes.
Verse 30. Let's see how I pick it up. Listen.
When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar,
Tell them what happened.
he said, It is finished,
Yeah.
and bowed his head and gave up the ruach.
This is what they call John chapter 19, verse 30, 31. Listen.
The Yahudim therefore, because it was the preparation,
Tell them what happened, son.
that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Shabbat Yom.
Tell them why, son.
For that Shabbat Yom was an high Yom.
Listen.
Besought Pilate that their legs might be broken,
And what happened?
and that they might be taken away.
Listen.
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first,
And
of the other which was crucified with him.
listen.
But when they came to Yahusha, and saw that he was dead already,
Tell them what happened,
they
son.
brake not his legs.
But then what?
But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side,
Yeah.
and forthwith came there out blood and water.
Tell them what happened, son.
And he that saw it bare record.
And you said he that did what?
He that saw it bare record.
Then listen what happened now. And he that did what now?
And he that saw it bare record.
Tell them what happened, son.
And his record is Amat.
And tell me why, son.
And he knoweth that he saith Amat,
And why did he do that?
that ye might believe.
That's all I need to know. Who got it? You got that too? Good. Because Dawood just told you, well, he said the sword devour one just like it do the other one. You had that too? I know you didn't have it. Not only you ain't have that, he told him he did it secretly. He said, but I'm going to do yours openly in the sight of this Shamash. Right. Now tell me you saw that too. I know I ain't there. I just be watching them. Come and give him the pen. You getting that money, come on take the pen, son. I'll give you the book and take the pen. See, that's why he told you, so you might believe. He told me he did his secretly. He said, well, I'm going to do your open, and I'm going to do it in the sight of Shamash. See, he laid with somebody else. Why he let somebody lay with him? That's a part of sleeping woman, you pierce them. Yeah. See, when you pierce a woman, you break the hymen. You can believe what happened. She produced blood. Right. That's why I'm up here. That's why I'm up here. That's exactly why they did it. Remember? He did his secretly. He said, I'm going to do yours openly. And then Yahuah just put the ribbon on top of it. He said, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. He told it. What a black man going to do? Can't hold nothing. That's right. He told it. A secret ain't for everybody to know it. That's right. That's how smooth he move. That's how quick he move. And you'll miss him every time. You'll miss him every time. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. What's our goal? That's it. You know what? We had to believe that. Listen what has happened. Listen what happened.
For these things were done that the scriptures should be fulfilled.
So if I got rid of the law, how important is it going to be to me? That's scripture. So I'm looking at the fulfilling of the scripture. He said, I didn't come to destroy. I came to do what? So if I get rid of scripture, what is he fulfilling? What is he going to fulfill me if I get rid of the law? That's not going to make any sense. You see how backward these people teaching on? They so caught into con, and they ain't in the con, they are just con, C-O-N. They not only C-H-A-N con, the grace, and they missed it. They folks done went so far, they done got rid of the law. That's how instruction, man. So I came to fulfill. What was the purpose of sitting here and this happening? Listen, what else he told them?
For these things were done that the scripture should be fulfilled.
That's how, listen, for your, listen.
A bone of him shall not be broken.
See that? A bone of him shall not be broken. We know that. Because what we taught when it came to a sacrifice. Couldn't have no defects. Couldn't have any of that. That's how important it is. And not only that, he was scripture. The scripture couldn't be broken either. The scripture couldn't be broken. If he came and he was the dabar, which is the word that the scripture is consistent or consists of the dabar, right? Plural dabarim. And it couldn't be broken. So not a bone of him could be broken. This is what has happened.
And again, another scripture saith.
You said another one. So that ain't the only scripture we going with. Tell me what it say.
They shall look on him whom they pierced.
Would that go along with, I'm going to do this in the sight? I'm going to do this in the sight of the nation. Would that make sense? That's why they're going to have to look on it. Guess what's going to happen? Other people had to see his wife get pierced. He snuck and he slept with Uriah's wife. I'm going to let him do yours in the sight of everybody. They had to look on it. Only Mr. Yahuah could do something like that. I know they could. Let me guess. He had that too. You fine. Good thing. I'm not going on. No, that's fine. No, that's good. You know what? It should be shaping us to where we should start to think. You see what I'm saying? That's how important stuff is. So when you see something, it's got so many more variables go to it than what people even know. The fact that everybody had to look on it. Now, according to your law, what were you taught in your law? Don't look. But yet, what scripture said? And then guess what Yahuah said? He said, I said it that you might believe. Because now the book said he had to do it in the sight. He did. He'll see. How many of y'all saw him lay with her? Some people had to see him get laid with. Yeah. Now you tell me a Christian church, they pull it out. Well, they don't pull it out, but it ain't going to be what it need to be. They're going to be inappropriate.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Isn't that right? They're going to be inappropriate.
That's right.
It's bad. I'm just being honest. That's how your amanah is shaped. That you went and read something that was transgression, but look how it worked out for you for your salvation. It worked out for you for your salvation. You don't believe what happened. Through this happening, you ain't going to believe what happened. Y'all ain't going to believe it. Dawood's son died.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Now, who else can show you a boss getting pierced and then come back to prove to you Dawood's son died? His son wound up dying. I know they'll miss it. That's what happened. His son wound up dying. Y'all all right? Only Mr. Yahuah said, finish up for a second, what they call 2 Samuel chapter 12. Where we left off at, verse 12, 13. So you can read it for yourself. Let me tell you something. This stuff is real elementary to me. But when I say that, it just shows you how much we don't know. That when you go back and you start reading through the law and you start looking for condemnation through the law, you'll miss con. You'll miss it. Because you won't catch. This is not designed for people to catch it. That was a story about Daoud having sex with somebody white and Yahuah forgave him. So you can go have sex with somebody white and he'll forgive you too. If you say, have mercy on me according to loving kindness. This was set up to show you something that had happened secretly, and Yahuah came back and said, I'm going to do this in the sight. But the only way you're going to catch it is through him. See, that's why he said they were going to all have to be taught of him. Can you believe that? Listen, can you believe that Elohim set up salvation through that? Through this woman being pierced, punctured, through his son dying, came salvation of us. He came back and reenacted this whole thing right in front of us, and it wound up working for your salvation. We should have been looking for a similar act that was going to come and going to cause our sin to be put away. How's we going to believe it? Daoud, he said, and for as much as you done this, you ain't going to believe it.
Sins.
He ain't get a chance to ask. He already put, before you can ask, you ain't going to believe it. Salvation had already been set up for you. But see, if I'm not taught according to the law, I'll go through like a fool and read, and I'll be confused. Did he tell me to go have sex with one of these members and kill their husband? Is that what he's trying to tell? Because the law is instruction. That's why I tell a lot of people not skilled. I don't listen. That's why I won't hook up with that. I don't let everybody teach me. I don't listen to everybody teach me.
That's right. That's right.
I'm real particular about what I listen to. I just don't. I mean, I know that guy, he teach just like you. Well, I ain't going to miss nothing.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I ain't going to miss nothing. Isn't that right? I just ain't interested in that because a lot of people don't know what they're doing. They're just not skilled. Now, this is a story you just heard about Uriah, a Hittite dying. You just heard about his wife getting punctured. And you heard about Daoud's son dying. I just came along and showed the same thing. I just showed the plan of salvation with it.
That's right.
What do they do when they tell it to you? They just justify folks going and having sex in the church with one another.
Yep.
Only Mr. Yahuah can do it. 12 and what? Verse 5. What we left out? Verse
12.
11, 12?
12.
12.
12.
This is 2 Samuel, as they call it. Chapter 12, at verse 12. What was it called? Beth Shamuel. 12 and 12. Listen to the book.
For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Yasharal.
So you saw important when he told you another scripture? They shall look on him. See how you had to see that? Listen.
And before the Shamash. And Daoud said unto Nathan, I have sinned against Yahuah. And Nathan said unto Daoud, Yahuah also hath put away thy sin.
See that? He don't put them away. Listen.
Thou shalt not die.
See that? Thou shalt not die.
Howbeit.
He had took his sin and put them away. You ain't gonna believe what happened. Yahushua became sin for us. You know what they did? Because the preparation was coming a day.
Took him down.
They took him down. They took him out of the way. He had to put it away. Listen.
Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of Yahuah to blaspheme, the Yalet also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
See that? He been looking for that. He should already looked at that. Look at, you ain't gonna believe what he just did. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We should have been looking for Daoud's son to come and die. We should have been looking for Daoud's son to come and die. That was the only way he was putting away his sin, through the child. So we should have been looking for Daoud's son to come and die to put away our sins.
That's right. That's
They
right.
missed it. I know they're going to miss it.
That's
so
right.
what was this story about? I'm just curious. How was you looking at this story? They teach it like it's a fairy tale. The plan of salvation was set up for you that you should have looked at all your secret things that come up against you. This man said, I'm going to do this in the sight of the Shema. He watched it being done.
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to do this thing openly. You done it secretly. Then coming on and told that man how big, he done already put away that man's sin. He was going to do it in the boy. I was going to use the lad. Listen.
And Nathan departed unto his house, and Yahuah struck the yalet that Uriah's Ashah bare unto Daud, and it was very sick. Daud therefore besought Elohim for the yalet, and Daud fasted, and went in and lay all Layla upon the arats. And the Zakan of the house arose and went to him to rise him up from the arats.
Yeah, I said it to try to get him up from the arats. Listen.
But he would not, neither did he eat bread with him.
Listen.
And it came to pass on the 7th Yom that the yalet died, and the Abad of Daud feared to tell him.
That service, I think it would say Abanim, which would be service plural, but that's good. Go ahead.
To tell him that the yalet was dead.
What happened?
For they said, Behold, while the yalet was yet alive, he spake unto him.
Listen.
And he would not hearken unto our voice.
Listen.
How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the yalet is dead?
Listen what happened.
And when Daud saw that his servants whispered, Daud perceived that the yalet was dead. Therefore Daud said unto his servants, Is the yalet dead? And they said, He is dead. Then Daud arose from the arats.
Listen what happened. When
and washed.
His servant did what he did?
He arose from the arats.
And did what?
And washed.
And
anointed himself.
And did what?
And changed his apparel. And came into the house of Yahuah and worshipped. Then he came to his own house. And when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Then said his servants unto him, What thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the yalet while it was alive. But when the yalet was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread. And he said, While the yalet was yet alive, I fasted and wept. For I said, Who can tell whether Elohim will be gracious to me, that the yalet may live?
What happened?
But now he is dead.
So what happened?
Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me.
That's good. Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? Pick me up at Oriah 22. They'll call it Luke 22, 13. Oriah. Matayahu. (26), 25. Oriah, Luke, as they call it, 22:13. Might be 22:11. Make it 22:11. Other one got me Matayahu. They call Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 25. Listen to the book.
And ye shall say unto the good each of the house, The master saith unto thee, Where is the guest chamber? Where shall I eat the Pesach with my methetes? And he shall shew you a large upper room furnished, where there make ready. And they went and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Pesach. And when the hour was come, he sat down, and the 12 apostles with him. And he said unto them, With desire, I have desired to eat this Pesach with you before I suffer. For I say unto you, I will not any more eat thereof, until it be fulfilled in the Malkuth of Elohim. And he took the cup and gave thanks, and said, Take this, and divide it among yourselves. For I say unto you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine, until the Malkuth of Elohim shall come. And he took bread, and gave thanks, and brake it, and gave unto them, saying, This is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. Likewise also the cup after supper, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you. But behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is with me on the table.
That's good right there. That's good. What you got, 26, 25? Listen to the book. Yahuah, chapter 26, 25. Listen to the book.
Then Yahudah, which betrayed him, answered and said, Adonai, is it I? He said unto him, Thou hast said.
Yeah.
And as they were eating, Yahusha took bread and brake it, and gave it to the Methodist and said, Take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup and gave thanks, and gave it to them, saying, Drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins.
That's good. That's good. See that the 19th chapter again of the book of Yahuah 9, 19 and 30. Yahuah 9, John. Listen to the book.
When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the ruach. The Yahudim therefore, because it was the preparation, that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Shabbat Yom. For that Shabbat Yom was a high Yom. Besought Pilate that their legs might be broken, and that they might be taken away. Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first, and of the other which was crucified with him. But when they came to Yahusha and saw that he was dead already, they brake not his legs. But one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water.
That's good. That's good. 5 and 17, Yahuah 9. Yahuah 9. John, they'll call it 5 and 17. Listen to the book.
Where Yahusha answered them, My Abba worketh hitherto,
He said, My Abba worketh hitherto,
and I work.
and I work.
Therefore the Yahudim sought the more to kill him,
Tell him why, son.
because he not only had broken the Shabbat,
He had not only broken the Shabbat,
but said also that Elohim was his Abba,
what did he do?
making himself equal with Elohim.
Which made himself equal with all of his Abbas. Just like Daoud. You don't believe when Daoud started eating and drinking after the Yarlet died. And you don't believe when he ate and he drank when he kept making his own house.
Yeah.
That was Yahushua told you he going to do.
Yep.
He going to
That's
eat
right.
and drink when he get back in his house too.
That's right.
That's why he wasn't eating that, why he wasn't drinking that. He was fasting for the child.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't believe that? He was fasting for himself.
Yes, sir.
That's why he didn't want that. The whole time he was in agony because he was fasting. And he told y'all when he was going to drink it. Once he get in his house, he going to eat and he going to drink. Just like Daoud after the child dies. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And all of that, he tried to tell y'all too when he was sitting down and got ready to eat. When they got ready to take meat. He told him the hand of him that betrayed him was right down the table with him.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that again? Who was that? Who was that? Yahudah. That would be the same Matat that Daoud would come from.
That's right.
It came from the tribe of Yahudah. Yahudah, the same one that betrayed Uriah the Hittite. Yep. The Malak of Yahudah.
Yeah.
He told him, behold, the hand of him betrayed me and sitting right here and meat with me. Daoud betrayed him and sat there and gave him meat and drink. Everybody trying to figure who it was. He stuck his hand right inside of Yahudah and said, is it I? He said, you said it. Y'all all right? Don't worry about it. I know it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's how important it is for us to go back and look at Scripture. Because it's a lot more intel than what we think. All this was set up for your salvation. For you to look at how things are. We talked about that shadow and then seeing the very image and how it worked for us. That child dying worked out to wipe away all his transgressions for remission. That child's death was remission because the evil thing that occurred from that relationship was the child. You don't believe what happened for us. This evil thing we got, what occurred from it? The child. Unto us, you ain't gonna believe what he told you. A child is born. Unto us, a being is given. See that? It occurred because of the evil relationship we had. Y'all all right? In the garden, you ain't gonna believe what happened. Pick me up at 3:16. Barashit. They call it Genesis 3:16. Y'all all right? I don't know. I be watching y'all sometime. What y'all think I be up here making this stuff up? What y'all think this is? My opinion? What y'all think this some kind of talk show or something with my opinion? And no facts? Listen to the book.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah.
See that? Because what happened?
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah.
3:16, I'm sorry. Let me see what happened.
Unto the Ashah he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy
You
conception.
see what he said to the woman? I will do what?
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
You ain't gonna believe what happened. He was talking about Yahushua. Y'all didn't know that he was talking about Yahushua. I know you hearing the woman talking about Yahuah. You do know he's talking about Yahushua. When the man praying, he was in agony. Man, getting ready to conceive. You didn't believe what Mushah told y'all. He asked Yahuah, have I conceived all these people? A man don't have that conversation. A female does.
Right.
A man doesn't conceive. A man bears. But then you got to look at Adam. He conceived.
Right.
So this is not hard. I had to know he conceived. Well, then he begot. A man typically begets, but he wound up bearing. Like the book said, you don't believe what he did. He bared our sins. That's something a woman did. That's what a woman does. Listen to the book.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Wow. In sorrow. You
Thou
don't believe what Yashayahu told us at the 53rd chapter. He asked her who even believed our report. And asked, now whom was the arm of Yahuah been revealed? Huh? He told you he was going to make bare the arm. Where was he going to make bare the arm? He was going to make bare the arm in the sight of all the nations. Back to what he told Daud. You had to have more than one record. That's your law. Do y'all understand how this? Let me get ready to let y'all go. Let me go. Y'all all right. Don't worry about it. Because I know y'all good. Y'all good. Because y'all really don't know how you really don't know nothing about what you're doing, do you? Y'all just like the woman in the word. You worship, you don't know what you worship. You don't even know what you believe. I'm showing you law and how it works and how it actually came in to produce your amanah. You going back and looking at how transgression put you on a path to salvation. Transgression. Why did he say Daud before that? Transgression. Transgression brought on your salvation. Unto the woman, he said, I'm going to greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. And Yeshayahu said, a man acquainted with grief and sorrow. Who did we hear him talk about with sorrow? A woman. What did he think? Listen to the book.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And guess what happened? He said that he was the true vine. What did he say about his Abba? He came to do the will of the Abba. So who do you think he was actually talking to? He was telling you about his son. I don't know what these folks doing. Don't worry about it. Listen.
And he shall rule over thee.
Yeah.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying,
3 and 15. 3 and 15. Listen.
And I will put enmity between thee and the Ashah, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
It was setting us up. Put a mutual hatred between us. That can't be written in your law. Put a mutual hatred between us. That's a mutual hate. The devil don't like him, and we don't like him. Huh? A mutual hatred been set up for us. We just hate, right, don't we? We really do. We just hate it, don't Well, don't worry about it. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know. Maybe you will let me show y'all something. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Y'all good? Okay. I've been with y'all. Y'all look like some of the most rejected people I ever seen. Finish them up at your cars or call, because I told them to say that for me. 33:30. I'm going to get y'all go. They're not ready. They're not ready. Let me tell you something. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. You'll find this anyway. Don't worry about it. Y'all will be fine. Y'all going to be in trouble. Y'all want to know the truth about 100% of the way y'all member? 100% y'all ain't going to make it. 50% of y'all not going to make it. Y'all do good at 20%. Abraham couldn't get 10. He couldn't get 10. He just told me, get them out this city. I do good if I get 10 of y'all in. Abraham was justified by Amanah. He couldn't get 10 of them. He couldn't find. He said, if it be 50, he said, I'll spam. He got all the way down to 50. He said, man, get out the city. Just get them out the city. I can't spam. Why you think going to destroy that place? You can't find them. Listen, Shammah tried to find Shalamah, they call son. He tried to find one among 1,000. Couldn't find none. I cannot find none. I watch y'all people sitting here and just mess around and play and sleep and mess around. This y'all soul on the line. If you don't get this right, you're not going to get another chance. This little bit we talked about now, you didn't know. How important is this for you to know? He done wrote this stuff. And the man said that he told you that you might believe. So this was something you didn't need to know. He said, I know I'm telling you mine. He that said, and I said it that you might believe. That was a transgression that was going to sit up to his son was going to die. And the sin was going to be put away. Huh? We should have been looking for this. We should have been looking. Why you think the book they were looking on? They had to look on it. That was the law. They had to look on it. Don't worry about it. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Man, I said, look unto me, all ye ends of the rocks. And what was again? Be ye saved. The whole of rocks had to look unto him to be saved. Can you imagine that? Everybody got to look on him to be saved. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I don't know. Listen, y'all might well eat and drink. Why? Does it make sense? Why it makes sense? Because you read the parrot. They didn't even know why Shaul told them, did it? They thought he was talking about have a party. He told you to eat and drink. Tomorrow you die. Ask Uriah. Tomorrow you dead. I know you didn't know it. You ain't supposed to know it. You thought it was a celebration. All the people you don't give something to drink wine is them that's ready to die. That's why we take it. He said, you do show for my death and suffering until I come. Guess what he did? He got through drinking it. He died. They done gave it to you. Get ready to die. That's why they don't want to take it. He told you, he said, I ain't taking that cup. I done already knew what happened. Lord, nope. Not drinking that. Ain't trying to die. You sinning. You already dead. You already dead. Eat and drink. Tomorrow you die. Come on, son. Finish this time. Your cars are called, because I left this off earlier. This is what happened. And y'all showed me, too. Thank you, Mr. Hill. He proved it out. This ain't changed yet. Y'all have showed me tonight. This is still right today. 33. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all proved me out tonight. This is right. I know it's right. I know why he want me to save it. It's right. Y'all just showed it to me. Listen to the book.
Also, thou being of Ish,
They call it Ezekiel 33 and 30. What happened?
the beneath of thy arms still are talking against thee by the walls,
Yeah.
and in the doors of the houses.
Let me tell you, y'all think y'all be running me down, y'all get home. I know y'all some hypocrite. I know y'all some hypocrite. Please don't think I miss it. I know it, just like your cars are calling. I know you're a hypocrite.
That's right.
I know you're a lying, two-faced hypocrite. They did to him, what's going to change? I'm saying the same thing.
That's right.
It wouldn't make sense that people listen to me.
Nope.
He just told him that. He warned him. Now he had to come along and warn. Think about it, you going to him with the intention of, I'm going to try to save my people. He said, listen, before you go, them people talking against you. What? By the wall, in their houses, standing in the doors. What they say?
Thy arms still are talking against thee by the walls, and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his Aki, saying, Come, I palaw you, and here what is the bar that cometh forth from Yahuah,
Listen.
and they come unto thee as the arm cometh,
Look at y'all. Y'all look just like my congregation. And what happened?
and they sit before thee as my arm,
And when y'all come and y'all sit down, just like his arm. And what they do?
and they will hear thy
Say,
dabarim,
and they will. You added that, I'm sure. And they hear.
and they hear
Not
thy
they will. I
dabarim.
know will ain't in there. Only will they gonna have it when they dead.
That's right.
Listen.
And they hear thy dabarim, but they will not do them.
Yeah, that's why he let you hear me. I already know you ain't gonna do. You know, he sent me with intent. He wanted to warn that man. He said, I want you going there like no fool. People not finna hear what you saying. Listen.
For with their mouth
They do what?
shew much love,
Someone come tonight, preach. I appreciate it. I'm listening. All you gotta do is do what you're supposed to do. That's your mouth talking. You appreciate it, just obey it.
That's right.
You ain't gotta give me no special offering. All what you do is obey it.
That's
You
right.
do that, make sure you get in.
That's right.
If nobody else don't get in, make sure you get in.
Yes, sir.
You gotta shake my hand, put it on my. Make sure you get in. That's to show me you appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, make sure you get in. Listen.
But their heart goeth after their
So when
covetousness.
they go back and they do the stuff they've been doing, they've been told not to do it. That's where your heart at. He told me
That's
where
right.
a man heart at, that's where his treasure at.
That's right.
That's it richer. That way his story good. Son.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
And lo, thou art to them as a very lovely song
As what
of
happened?
one that has a pleasant voice,
They can do what?
can play well on an instrument.
What happened?
For they hear thy dabarim,
But they do what?
but they do them not.
See, they heard Yahushua when he was up on the tube. They ain't gonna do it though. They was out there crying loud, trying to show their transgression. They're like a very lovely song when they can play well on the instrument. So they hear it, but they're not gonna do it. Listen what happened.
And when this cometh to pass,
You said, what happened?
and when this cometh to
He
pass,
said, if I pray and believe with my heart and receive, it won't happen.
and when this cometh to
He
pass,
said, it's going to happen. Yeah.
lo, it will come.
He said, it's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Then shall they know
That a what?
Nabi hath been among them.
That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all will tell it. This ain't right. I'm hypocrite and far pretending. Y'all will know it out the wild. As soon as they get me out of here, y'all see for yourself.
Yep.
Y'all going to be in dire stress. You going
That's
to see.
right.
Y'all going to be, listen, y'all going to be designed jail, one of them units. Y'all will sit around, y'all going to see. They going to come down and y'all crush it. Don't say I ain't tell you now. Keep playing around these groups. Keep making a fool out yourself. I'm trying to set us up, all of it, include me. I'm getting old now. I'm getting to leave him. I ain't trying to die and go no hell.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
Listen, man, listen. Whatever I got to change, whatever I done put in my mind. Listen, we were Wednesday, what they call Wednesday night conversation night. When that thing come, lay aside every weight and the sin. That thing came. He said, son, that's a weight. Put that down. I ain't got time to say, well, they can't condemn it. Son, that's a weight. I don't need no weight. Put it down. I set example. Put it, listen, that's how everybody got to be. If it's a wife, if it's a girlfriend, if it's a mama, it's a daddy, it's a child, it's a job, it's a behavior, it's a relationship. I don't care what it is. Put that junk down. That thing a weight. Huh? You got to lay that thing down. Just like Dawood about that boy. That boy was a weight to him. Couldn't eat. Can't sleep, man, like cocaine. That thing was a weight. Couldn't wait for that boy to die. Man, listen, man, you been starved. That man couldn't wait to sound to get something. That boy need to go ahead and die. That thing done worried him out to death. That sick child just praying over it and fasting for it, and you don't say you in sin. Oh, he told his mother, weep for yourself. For a lot of this stuff, y'all don't believe stuff just a weight. Sometimes you just got to let people go. Be done with them. Let them do what they got to do. I've been with y'all. Some of these folks out there, though, it's good, they gone. They been nothing but a weight. Some of y'all here wait. Oh, sack of crap, dragging, don't know where yet, where you going. Go on hit the street. Go on out there and do what you're going to do. You ain't going to son anyway.
That's right.
I'm trying to live right. I'm laying aside every weight. I don't need no weight. I ain't running after nobody. I ain't calling. Listen, anybody leave here, you ain't got to change your number for me. On my life, I ain't going to call you.
Yeah.
If I hit you, I pocket dial you. I don't even keep my phone in my pocket like that. I don't even have no time. Man, it's too late in the evening. This thing gonna end. Everybody ain't getting in. Everybody, all y'all ain't gonna get in. Some of y'all might well go on to take the door and go on hit it now. Go on the street and sin. You gonna die later. You ain't got in your heart to be 100 about your soul. You ain't doing about no faith by saving your soul. That's your responsibility. Nobody owe you to be petting you and stroking you. You're dumb behind. You stupid enough to go out here and die and go to hell. Go to hell. Every one of you, go ahead and go to hell. Y'all better get serious about y'all salvation. This thing getting late now. Man, we done played and played and played and messed around. That man been gracious to us. Trying to hold stuff on folks. Don't be trying to hold something on nobody. You a sinner. You never sitting there holding nothing on nobody. Get your own self straight.
Right.
So I tell you, man, move on. Step two. Listen, I ain't holding nothing on. I'm moving on. I got to be safe. Folks going, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got time. Y'all see me making a video about no member. I ain't got time for that junk. I got to be safe when that man come back here.
That's right.
Man, come back here and catch me in some doing mess and I wound up burning. Behold, that man done put away my sin. I ain't got time for that junk. I got to move. Anybody want to hold something on you? You a fool. Don't be trying to prove nothing to nobody.
Right.
Man, anything, you need to work out your own soul salvation.
Right.
With fear and trembling.
Yes, sir.
You worry about what these folks think. These folks going to be in a burning hell out the while. None of these folks going to have nothing over you. They got to come for the judgment. Hypocrite, backbiting, false pretending, whoremonger, midnight rambling. All of them got to come before him. You know what I'm saying? Worry about these hypocrites.
That's right.
That junk they running around. This junk soon finna go. Look at it. The whole world going to hell in a handbasket. I told my wife, I showed the international news. I said, I don't watch no local news. I need to know what's going on in the whole world.
That's right.
Over called the world. You know what they said today in the news? They said economy worldwide is falling. First time y'all heard it today. They said the economy worldwide is crumbling. China crumbling. All of them crumbling. Turkey crumbling. India crumbling. These are your two largest populations, India and China. I ain't never seen, you know what? Had the news not told me today, y'all know I would have never known that. What I've been told y'all, these people ain't got no money. Ain't nobody on nobody's job. I know if people got money, they ain't got it. And you hoping and trust the book told in uncertain riches? These people ain't got it. I've been trying to set y'all, tell y'all gonna see, listen, you done played long enough. A lot of y'all gonna be on the outside. They're going to get you. You're going to be preyed. Listen, the whole purpose of these people doing what they're doing, it makes a whole lot of sense. Because the whole goal is going to get all their population down that you going to have to sell your soul in order for you to survive. They know what they're doing. Listen, you ain't going to make it by yourself. You'll see, you ain't going to make it by yourself. Everybody got to come and see us. Before it's over with, they ain't got no choice. They going to have to come see the Yahudim. You going to be on the outside with them sinners and you going to perish with them. My hope ain't in these people. My confidence ain't in these people. I use these people to get done what I got to do, just like Shamala did. He used them just so he can build his Abba's kingdom. I ain't studying these people. I have no allegiance and no loyalty to none of them. My allegiance to Elohim. I will give you Kabul. I'll be just in my dealing. You either for us or you against us. I'm just like George Bush said. You either with us or you with the terrorists. I ain't no invitation. Either you with us or you with the terrorists. How many of y'all with the terrorists? They ain't gonna lie. Now you gonna lie. You with the terrorists. Now you with us, you gonna have to live right. You have to love right. You have to walk right. You have to pray right. You have to serve right. Now you either with us or you with the terrorists. You can't hypocrite and false pretend, backbite. Midnight rambling, hope chasing, smoking and drinking. Now you either with us or you with the terrorists. Start lying to yourself. Gonna get rid of some more of y'all and he's gonna replace you. You know, give me some folk gonna come in, they're gonna thirst and hunger after Sadiq. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get serious. This thing winding up now. I don't care about no building, nothing else. We're gonna anchor down, we're gonna get this thing right. I'm looking out for my house. I ain't looking to see my house. We're not taking no more. I ain't telling, listen, not in this group, we're not taking no more. I'll take something else, but I ain't taking no more. Y'all hear me? A lot of these folks so stupid, they don't know. They're going to take that more. The man done told you they're going to take it. You ain't going to be able to buy or sell. What preparation you have? Most of these folks, let me tell you how selfish most of these folks. A lot of these folks in here planning their own operations. That's why it's going to fall. Y'all don't know how many little groups of Ananias Sapphires I got in him. Oh, yeah, they got them. Y'all ain't with us. You with the terrorists. It don't make sense. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to look out for our house. I ain't talking about our individual home. I'm talking about the congregation. All the time to come. It's the only mystery call you're supposed to have. I'm like, well, I'm dwelling with the mystery call. Them my homies. I was telling Ryan today, we talked. I told I ain't got no team of thugs. I got our key. Huh? On with the weaponry. Isn't that right? You know what Ryan told me? He said, have a good day. That joker told me. I thought he was going to be like, all right. He said, have a good day. I just let him know. Isn't that right? I ain't got no thugs. I got our key. I got our cool. Y'all hear me? That's all I got. My home don't have no precedent over there. That's all we got. That thing going to come and prove us out. We're going to lock down. These people not going to be for us out here. These people going to be for themselves. Folks be saying, hey, what you care about? These son don't care nothing about you. They said to make a fool out you. That's him. Let me tell you, to the dummies in him. The president is bickering with the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice can pull any of these groups, any son of anybody. The man that tell you they crooked, they're not doing their job. These people are overlooking crime that have happened, and he got to step in and dismantle them. When the president tell you they crooked, and we've been crying this out for years, that they've been crooked, unfair, and biased, and everyone has ignored us. Their own chief gardener telling you they rotten. They come at the man that's their boss. No company will let his employees come at them. No company. That man, they're coming at their own boss. What did it tell you about these people? The Most High tearing these devil kingdom down. He's about to expose. He going on Twitter. He done told them. He said, if you don't get right quick, he said, I'm stepping in. He said, I'm finna do something. Listen, this is a world war right here. Listen, there has never been a time where the Department of Justice have battered the president. The attorney, all these jobs, this man appoint these people. Let me tell you, this just every interview. Y'all are some of the most mindless people I ever seen. Y'all watch some of the dumbest stuff on TV. Y'all waste the dumbest time. I try to inform y'all of him. Y'all play around. This is why you're dumb and this is why you're stupid. Because you waste so much time with stupid, ignorant stuff. These people killing you. Listen, these folks finna take over. These people are planning on taking over. Listen, they're just waiting to November. Now y'all people don't realize, depending on how that thing go November the 8th, it's going to be world war right here in America. Let them Democrats come up with more seats than them Republicans. Y'all finna see world war on this planet right here. I don't care if the Republican get it, it's going to be a mess. These people are getting ready to make a mess, and they already done playing their coup. Y'all the only folks sitting here shopping, making a fool. Y'all ain't got no plans. You one nigga with a gun. You ain't got nothing. You too stupid. You ain't got no heart. Well, y'all might well go see the Wizard of Oz. You ain't got no heart. What you gonna do? Bow down, nigga. This stuff gonna get real crucial and y'all playing around. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Y'all see. I've been trying to set y'all play. You play so much, you just do so much stupid stuff. Your heart's so overcharged with junk you can't control. The best thing you do is take care of yourself.
That's right.
That's at the end of the day, take care of yourself. End of the day, I gotta make sure I get right and know that follow me. I got to come up here. You understand? I get up here and work already on the. I ain't just heard tonight that you people are doing your own thing. I watch y'all faces. I already know how many y'all against me. I watch y'all. I already know who the backstabbers and liars and the hypocrites among me. But you know what I do? Now one of y'all I treat no different. He didn't do it either. You got to waste time hypocrite. I waste time just doing right.
That's right.
And you do the math and see who wasting time. I ain't got time to step out and face and play. I want to do something I know I want to do it. You a hypocrite. I'm real with mine. Anything I want to do, you know, tell mine. I don't want to do it. If that ain't what I want to do, I just tell you, I don't want to do it. You just ain't got to like it. I don't want to do it. I do just like Shaw would do. I do that thing willingly. That's why I got a reward. You tell me why you doing what you're doing. Or you rather waste your time being a hypocrite and a far pretender. That's what you've been all your life. I've been one. That's why I try to teach people again. I can respect the real son that going out there and just go to hell. You ain't even got the guts to go ahead and go to hell and you know you're going. You ain't, this, I've been there. You ain't going to live right. You're a trifling sinner that ain't going to obey that and a hypocrite. And you know you ain't going to be saved. What's your hope? What is your hope in doing this? What am I looking to accomplish? Only Mr. Yahuah can give you a mind to trap you up, to sit here and watch and know you ain't going to live right, you ain't going to do it, just so he can damn you later. Show you ain't got the gut. Ain't even got the gut. Get a gun, ain't got enough sense to blow your brains out. Spare yourself. All you doing is adding up more sin. Any of y'all going to kill yourself right now, I wouldn't stop you. Just save yourself from stacking up more sin. Because you really cared about your life, you'll just quit sinning. You'll take the information I'm giving you, the prevalent to salvation, to save your soul alive. How many of y'all scared to die? Even worse than that, I'm scared of going to hell. Even more scared than dying, I'm scared of going to hell. I'm afraid of death. I'm more scared of going to hell. So guess what I'm going to do? I'll live right. I cannot escape death, but I ain't got to burn in no cruel grave. At least I'm honest about it. I ain't scared of nothing. You're a liar. And you're a retard. Everybody's scared of something. Isn't that right? I'm afraid to die, but even more than that, I'm more afraid of dying and go to hell. I believe with all my heart that if I die and I'm not right, there's another death I will never escape. So I live right and serve him according to Amunah that's written in his scripture that I will escape the second death. I come to grips with the first one. I am a suicidal man. Just like Yahushua. Ready to die. That's why I take that cup when they come around. I'm ready to die. Huh? I done come to grips with it. I gotta die. Huh? Can you imagine him sitting there realizing he take this? You know what's gonna happen when you take this cup. You're gonna die. And he took it. He fought and struggled with it. But when it came around, he realized, I got to die. Y'all hear me? All right, that's good.